I'm Colette.
And I'm Grant.
And together we're the Simple Joys.
How is everyone? Thank you very much for joining us for another trivia. This week is board game trivia.
But before we do that, we'll stick around for a chat and before we start trivia.
Yeah, we'll start trivia in about, 15 minutes maybe.
Yeah.
So we'll have a little bit of a chat and a catch up. It's been a big week for us.
Hey, deep in the woods, Tara, Mr. Fulton. G'day, Nixon's no
Hey,
nonsense.
Nixon,
and confetti.
Annie. Deep Tara, Mr. Fulton. G'day, everyone.
And he says, so great to see you both smiling.
Yeah, it is so hot here.
It's been a big week.
Hey, Fish
Tropics.
Still very hot, very smoky and hazy outside. There's still fires around, but they're off in the distance a bit now. They're a bit further away, so the little town we're in here is safe. The firefighters did an awesome job. And we will be putting a video up probably tomorrow. We've been working on a little video of some of the surrounds and fires and a bit of a thank you to the emergency organisations, mainly the firefighters, but all emergency services.
And a big thank you to everybody with their messages of care and concern and love and support. It's been amazing to hear from you guys when we've been a little bit.
We really appreciate it. We've been getting a few comments and well wishes in the community tab, and that's awesome. So thank you very, very much. Makes us feel pretty special that
it does.
That we're loved by so many people around the world. So thanks, guys.
Nixon no nonsense says, Grant, I love the costume. You killed it. So we decided that we'd do something a little bit different. Board game trivia. We were going to do superheroes.
Superheroes.
But
here he goes.
We decided we'd do board games, something a little bit fun, different, and everybody has played a board game once in their life, surely.
We've still got a cupboard full of board games, as you can see. They're all in the back. We've got Monopoly, Mousetrap, Cards Against Humanity, Jenga, Celebrity Head, Charades, Yahtzee, Upward, Scrabble, Greed. We love board games.
Yeah. We play board games with the kids. When my sister comes up, we have board game nights with her. When we go away, we take board games.
Hey, Stephen. Welcome in, mate. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're good. The evacuation was more of a precaution just in case it got away on the firefighters. We had, I think, 22 fire trucks here on standby, ready to go. And they all fought the fire front just outside of town, and they turned the fire back on itself. Just outside of the little township here, there's forestries. Yes. So massive fires just outside of town, and they evacuated, or they put out a message for people to evacuate if they wanted to. So we took that as a proper warning and evacuated just in case, and then we came back the next day. Yeah. Because it was burning uncontrollably just outside the township and in the forestry. It's the video that we've got out coming out in the next day or so. Is that when we're going to put it out? Probably tomorrow.
It gives you an insight on how badly the conditions are on the ground here with the the heat, or the debris, or the dead trees. Because we're in a drought. We haven't had rain for such a long time.
Well, we've had little bits of rain, but not drought breaking. We haven't had proper rain to fill the water reserves and replenish everything in about 9-10 years. Yeah. In 2011, we had floods in Queensland, and that's our state. We've got a pretty big state, about half. So about the area of Texas.
Yeah, they say about the area of Texas was flooded.
Flooded. Because our state's something like 2.5 times the size of Texas. So about the size of Texas was underwater in our state. And that was 2011. And then it went straight from 2011 floods
to drought,
to not raining again since. So
we've had the sporadic bit of rain. But
but not proper rain.
No, not ground-soaking rain. So it's been that dry. And they reckon, this morning I checked, it's been 2.5 million acres.
That's million.
Yeah.
2.5 million acres have been burnt. Who's come in? G'day, silly boy. Just me.
Just Mel. And anybody else that we've
Just
missed
Mel, sorry, it's
also?
not just me.
So it came on because
My monocle's not working. Hang on. Let me adjust my monocle.
you don't
Okay, just Mel.
Diesel probably pulled the car. Well, sadly, we had to put some water and everything out for the animals. So Sunday we were cooking a roast. We planned on cooking a roast for the kids, and are going to have games night with Griffin. And Griffin turned up, and I had my roast on for 6 hours, and then the evacuation came through on our phones. And so I quickly turned off my roast, wrapped it in a towel, put it on a breadboard, and
it was still in the
I slow cooked it.
Didn't just wrap a roast in a towel.
It was all in my slow cooker, so I wrapped it up and put it in a breadboard because it was been cooking for 6 hours. It was extremely hot. And then we all packed up and went to my sister's, which is about an hour away. We love board games. Son-in-law loves to cheat. My granddaughter always watches and calls him out on it. Yeah.
We don't play board games all the time like we used to, but we play every now and again when Griffin and his partner come over. We have some board games, or if we go on holiday to Colette's parents on Bribey Island, we try to shut off the devices and just play board games and that with the kids, and cards. They like playing cards. I play 31 with them. Yeah. And every now and again we'll play board games. But once upon a time we used to play at least once a week.
When I was pregnant with the kids, because I suffered from insomnia. So I spent lots of time playing board games. We used to play.
Especially Boggle. We played.
Yeah, heaps. Boggle, Upwards, Scrabble.
Yeah, 2.5 million acres.
G'day, Sandy. She says, hello, beautiful people. And the Simple Joys, so glad you're all okay. But, man, the fires are everywhere and bad this year. Absolutely, Sandy. And without any rain, I can't see it letting up anytime soon.
Hey, Sandy.
So it's just crazy.
Guess what we got, Sandy?
Yes, we got a special package arrive on Monday. So it's sitting there to be opened.
When we came back to the house from the evacuation, there was a parcel here. Yeah. But we haven't opened it yet because we've been still on standby with warnings and stuff, and I really want to give it a proper
video
look at, and we'll do a video when we open it, Sandy. I'll show everyone. Or do you want to grab it?
Yeah, I can grab it. I just can't show addresses.
So we're really looking forward to that. I've been busting not to open it. My mum and brother come around yesterday, and I was so excited. I was like, have a look, we got a package all the way from America. Excuse me. So this was on our doorstep.
So I won't show that way. There you go. So that turned up, Sandy.
So we've got a box to open. I'm really looking forward to that, but I want to do it on video so you can watch us opening it, Sandy.
Just make sure I'm going to sit on my chair and not miss it. G'day, Laura.
So tomorrow, I think tomorrow we'll get that video up of just the area around here and some of the fires, and it's just a little video for us to mainly say thank you to the emergency services. So we're going to put that up hopefully tomorrow. And as soon as we've got that one done, Sandy, we'll open up the package, if I can wait that long, and we'll video it, and then we'll put that video up straight away for you.
Yes, lots of packages are on
Laura,
their way.
welcome everyone who's just come in.
So it should be turning up hopefully in the next, probably 4 days, Laura. 4 or 5 days, give it a week.
I don't know if the conditions around here slowed anything up. And we just realised only the stamps got sent off with yours too, Sandy.
Yep.
We were hoping to put a card and stuff in, and it just got forgotten about, sorry. So we'll send another envelope with the rest of what we wanted to send.
Yeah.
So you will get the stamps first and then keep an eye out in the post for the next part.
Yes. Okay, Mr. Fulton says I don't have school because of Go Red for Ed Day.
Go Red for Ed.
I saw Sydney is complete for fire smoke fog this morning, your time. It is surreal.
Yeah, it really is mind-blowing how many fires are around the country.
They say the air quality in Sydney at the moment is worse than Beijing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So that's the extent of it. And like some of our smoke reached across to New Zealand.
And New Zealand's not close. That's a long way across the ocean.
G'day, Conklin.
Excellent, Sandy. Yeah, it's the same for us. It's a real treat to get a package. We have got some beautiful packages before. We've got an awesome big package from JJ quite a while back with stuff from North Carolina.
And
then from the Turbo Fish family.
And Deep in the Woods.
Deep in the Woods.
So many beautiful people have sent us.
We've got the awesome painting from Conklin. All that stuff we got from Deep in the Woods. We used heaps of it, the masks and different things.
And we get cards, and we've gotten letters, special little letters also.
There's a woman that I've corresponded with that watches our stuff, and we've sent letters. Hey, Cab.
Thank you, Cab.
Thank you, mate. Really appreciate it.
Thank you so much. And g'day.
G'day.
Do you remember the Sydney dust storm? I went running out to New. Oh, yes.
Yeah.
We were out on different property, and the dust you couldn't see within about 5 meters of you. It was that thick.
So
it was
thick.
terrible, and that's getting all in your lungs and everything.
It is. And welcome to Trivia. Cab's usually got his own stream going at this time. Thank you very much for popping over, mate. And thanks again for the dono. That's really appreciated.
Thank you very much. Okay, so I'm sorry if I've missed anybody in chat. G'day, and if it's your first time in here.
Welcome. Thank you for joining us.
I'm Colette.
And I'm Grant.
And together we're the Simple Joys. We're from Queensland, Australia.
It was orange. Yeah, well, the sun's been orange here all the time lately from all the smoke in the sky, Sandy.
I don't know whether I posted.
With so many fires, every afternoon the sun's been a real orange colour going down, and then it's just darker earlier too because there's so much smoke around everywhere.
Yeah. Also, last week's little stream we had
People's Pets.
People's Pets.
That was
excellent. Fantastic. I'm just
that was heaps of fun.
And grabbing some.
So many people sent us pictures of their pets through Twitter and Facebook, and then Colette brought all the pics onto the stream we were doing. It was excellent, and we had Diesel in with us too. Oh, cool! Can you share those?
Yeah, I'm going to.
Okay. Colette's just got some local pictures up that we took of the sun the other day.
Okay, yeah, I'll just put it. I'm just finding a quick little folder that I could put it in.
Just to give you an idea what the smoke's been like around this place.
It's in the pets folder. Of course, where would you put a smoky photo? In with pets. There we go. Oh, thank you, Cab. He says, keep bringing on the great content, my friends at the Simple Joys. Thank you so much,
Thank you, mate.
I mean, Cab.
Conklin's name came up under Cab then. That's why she said Conklin. Here you go, Conks.
Thank you, Cab.
Good to see you, Conk.
Okay, so this, I'm now just...
See, Conklin said Petey from the Little Rascals. I said that to Colette before we started, Conklin. I said, I feel like either a stray dog or I feel like I'm off of the Little Rascals. I tried to do this monocle pretty round, but it didn't exactly work. I used Colette's makeup pencil.
And he doesn't have the steadiest hand, and he can't see. Okay, so this is quickly...
So I obviously couldn't wear my glasses to put it on, so I couldn't see that great, and then my hand's not that steady, so...
Okay, so I'll quickly show the smoke, because smoke around the sun.
So your comment just emphasises what I said already, Con. Yeah, so this is a picture of what, maybe 2-3 o'clock in the afternoon?
Yeah, that was Sunday afternoon.
So that's mid-afternoon when the sun's usually really pretty bright here still.
And it looks like a storm, but it's not. It's actually smoke.
So all of that stuff in front of the sun is clouds from the bushfires or wildfires, forest fires, whatever you want to call it. We just call it bushfires in Australia because we just call the wilderness the bush.
Yeah.
So that's the hill behind our house, and smoke coming up. It looks pretty close there, but it's actually probably still about 10 k's away, 10 kilometres.
Yeah, so that gives you a little bit of an idea. Okay, I'll just close that now.
Have you got a picture of all the fire trucks lined up? That's a really cool picture.
Yeah, I don't think I got it on here, but I can get it. Where is it?
Oh, that's a good one too. Did you show that one? No. There. That's another shot of the smoke coming across the sky here. If Coletti can get it up.
Yeah, I'll just have to see where it's saved to. Yeah.
I'll try and put some of these pictures in the next video too. I'm going to do a big thank you video to the emergency services, because we're just so grateful to the firemen and the police, all the emergency workers, the SES, which is, what's SES stand for? State Emergency Services, I think. But yeah, emergency services. They've been doing such a good job around here.
He says, in lieu of at our Conklin Arts, LOL.
Thank you, mate.
Thank you.
We really don't appreciate donation. We really don't appreciate. Oh my God, what a slip. We really don't expect donations, but we really appreciate them. I nearly said that back to front. Oh my goodness.
You did. Okay, so this is another shot of it coming across the sky.
I'm not used to getting 3 donations in a row. Making me jumble my words up. Hey, Gemini.
Hey, Gemini, girl. Okay, breathe.
Right. I'll take a breath. Relax. Thanks again, Cab.
Yes, thank you so much, Cab.
That's what it looked like.
Appreciated but not expected.
Yes, that's what I meant to say. Okay, well, that's what it looked like here when we got the smoke from the Canadian fires, Gemini said. Yeah, when people see photos of the fire too, they think of the Californian fires.
What the hell? I know. You get any more jumbled, Cab. Hey, Abby.
Abby.
You got him tongue-tied and jumbled.
Plus Ultra Collectibles. Awesome.
Plus.
I bet Plus Ultra Collectibles has got sheds and garages full of stuff like me.
Okay. Thank you so much, Cab. We are doing good. Thank you.
Good. We've had a big week, Abby. We had to just leave the house as a precautionary measure. The other night we were away for a night, went and stayed at Colette's sister's house. Just to be safe in case the fire brigade, just in case they couldn't contain it, they sent out a leave now warning. Or, is that what you call it?
Immediate leave.
Yeah, leave immediately was the text we got. So we followed the emergency services advice and left for the night.
They've been fantastic with their updates. Like you follow all their the Queensland Fire Rescue Emergency Services, and they give out updates every 30 minutes to see where the fire's traveling, and then they give you a time to watch and act, which means is you watch where the fire is, and if you feel that your place is in danger, then you leave. Or they do leave immediately, which means you have to leave. There's nobody's going to come and door knock at your door to tell you to leave.
Thanks, Conk. Just our cupboard full of board games, we just threw it all and pinned up cards and everything on the back wall. Scrabble board. I love that old Operation game behind you. Operation. Guess what? What, Abby? And also, guys, before we start the trivia, if you just want to connect with each other and join up and support each other's channels, I'll just pick out a few in here that I know are really good channels. Sandy Taylor Photography has got awesome stuff. Cab7 has got a wonderful, positive channel he does heaps of live streams, funny videos, lots of cool stuff. Who else have we got in here? Conklin. Conklin does lots of beautiful artwork.
Sandy Taylor does photography.
Abby's Animals has got some really cute, I don't know if they call them guinea pigs. We call them guinea pigs. Guinea pigs, hamsters, gerbils, whatever you want to call them. But she's got some really cute ones. Reese and Buttercup. And there's another one. So she's got some really cool animals. lots of excellent people in here, and not just good channels, beautiful people, really good friends. Everyone in here I highly recommend.
Conklin said, looks as if you might get some rain at the end of the week. Hope it helps out with the fireys. Well, see, the strange thing was, Conklin, there was a storm on the Gold Coast.
Yeah, only
a massive hailstorm.
An hour and a half, 2 hours away. There's like a massive storm on the coast and hail and rain, and meanwhile the country's burning. Yeah. Just inland a bit.
Crazy.
There's weird weather. I don't know what on earth could cause that.
Abby says, I stepped on a needle and it broke off in my foot and I had to get surgery.
Ow.
Oh, no.
Oh, that makes your hairs on the back of your neck stand up.
Dinner is done.
Oh, dinner's done. What are we having, Tara?
She's having roast pork.
Oh, roast pork. Applesauce. I love applesauce with my roast pork.
So Conklin, hopefully, but I won't hold my breath, because what has been known to happen here and has been happening here is called dry storms. So we get a
wind, lightning, bit of thunder, but no rain, just dry storms. And I think I've had maybe 1 or 2 dry storms in 20 years, and this year we've had like 3 already. So everything's changing. Oh, pulled pork with mac and cheese.
So I forget what I was going to say.
Oh, Mr. Fulton. Mr. Fulton's in here. He's got a channel too. He does radio stuff and little live streams occasionally. He's done live stream for us before and sang his happy birthday. Yeah.
So we apologise that our head might be all over the place. It's been a very hectic week, but we're here. We wanted to actually come on and say hello and spend some time with you guys.
Yeah,
and
we came on a little bit earlier because we wanted to catch up before we get into the trivia.
Yep. G'day, Amanda Costa.
Hey, Sunshine Cooper and Amanda.
She says, I'm new here.
Oh, excellent. Welcome, Amanda. Thank you for taking the time to check us out. This is my beautiful wife, Colette. Hey. I'm Grant. And we are the Simple Joys.
Yeah, so we wanted to come on and spend some time with you, and we wanted to come and do trivia. We were going to do superheroes, but we didn't have anything organised, and it was so quicker to come and do.
I thought we got heaps of board games in the cupboard. Let's do board games.
And it was like, okay, what are we going to do instead? We'll do board games. So we're doing board games instead of superheroes.
And this is an awesome top hat. Colette bought me a top hat this year.
At the beginning of the year.
Early in the year. Yeah. Bought me this lovely top hat, so I thought I'd put that to use and make myself Mr. Monopoly. Yeah, that was the other one. Abby's got Buddy, her little buddy.
And as you always say,
old friends appreciated, new friends welcome. And if anyone's got new videos or anything they're really excited about on your channel, don't hesitate to put it on in chat and let everyone know, and we'll often write it down and go and check it out ourselves, because I love to see what people are working on and what they're doing with their channel and new videos. So if you got something you're proud of, don't hesitate to put it in chat, and if people want to check it out, they will. If they don't, well, then that's okay too.
Tara said, shoot, you all could have just come and chatted and we wouldn't care.
Excellent. I said that, Tara, to Colette, even if we don't do trivia, we'll at least come on and do a live stream and catch up.
Yeah.
Because we miss you guys if we don't see you for a week.
We do.
And we got so many beautiful comments in the community tab, people with well wishes and supporting us and helping out and giving us lovely messages of hope and just, beautiful stuff. Annie's excited for the theme tonight. I like it too, Annie. It's cool because we've always played board games as kids, and as we've gotten older, we played it with our kids. Not so much now, more and more this generation, everything's on screen. Even a lot of the board games are on screen now. When we went on holiday, we played Scrabble with the kids.
Yeah.
And our younger ones hadn't seen an actual Scrabble board before. They'd only played it online. So it was a bit different for them.
Oh, Sandy says, new video. Creating silver clay.
With silver clay.
I'm hooked and hope to buy a kiln in the new year.
Nice.
Wow. And Abby's posted a new video today also. Conklin's asking, any rabbits under your hat? No, but there's a receding hairline.
There's a receding hairline. Oh, my belly's shaking the table. That was a good one.
That was quick.
I knew it was coming too as soon as you started to say that. There it is. there's the receding hairline. Oh dear. Oh dear. That was a good one. Boom.
Not often I can get a quick
Yeah,
one.
I know. I'm normally getting them in. Colette's got one in. Excellent. So thank you again, everyone, for coming and turning up today.
Okay, silly boys.
If anyone missed it, the theme is board games today. So it'll be board games, card games, parlor games.
Silly Boy made a video of going to California.
Art Conklin probably remembers them as parlor games back in the 30s.
Since his new grandson just moved there last week, going to California. A road trip.
Road trip. California. Yeah, so just again to wrap that up, thank you very much, everyone that has sent us messages asking us how we are, well wishes and prayers for us. We really, really appreciate that. Thank you, Cab, for the wonderful, generous support earlier. And thank you, everybody in here, for giving us your precious time.
We must have a little bit of lag, or they've got lag. We've got a little bit of slight delay.
Slight delay today?
A slight delay today.
Also, guys, remember to put yourself on live chat. If you're still on top chat, just go up, click on top chat. It'll give you the option to hit live chat, and that'll make sure you don't miss anything in the chat box.
And Nightbot is sleeping for some reason. I don't know why. He didn't decide to join our little party.
Woohoo! Abby's excited. She only needs 3 more friends and she'll hit her little 320 mark.
Awesome.
We hit a little mark for us earlier in the week too. That was pretty exciting.
What did we hit?
What did we hit?
3,700. Oh, we did too.
We did.
Yeah.
So that was a little milestone for us, the 3,700 mark. We try not to concentrate too much on the numbers and more on the people, but it's always nice to hit a little round figure, a round number.
Yeah.
I like it when we pass the hundreds. So that was really nice. And the cow video also went up again this week.
It did. I can't even remember what it's sitting at the moment.
568,000.
Ish.
So just I noticed on a couple of things it just went past the round figure mark.
Yeah.
So thanks, guys, for all your support with the channel and the videos too.
Okie dokie. So we do, anybody just new joining us, we do trivia every Tuesday night, and it's Wednesday morning for us at 11.
Yeah, it's just before lunchtime Wednesday here in Australia, but we like to do it so it's Tuesday night in the USA for most people. So 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time in the USA is when we do trivia. And that'll be a little bit different in Canada. I think in the UK it's about midnight.
Very early morning. And we do different themes, different backgrounds, and we dress up differently. It's all in fun. We do give out prizes.
We do. You want to show the beautiful people what we've got for a prize this week?
Okay.
We thought because it's board games, we'll use our very last little game of Prawn on the Barbie as the prize.
Okay, so that will be trivia prize this week.
So that's just a tiny little game where you've got discs and you try and flip shrimp onto the grill or the barbecue. We call shrimp prawn here. So instead of throw another shrimp on the barbie, it's throw a prawn on the barbie, and that's a little game. And we've been giving those away for the last few weeks. Mr. Fulton's got one on the way in the mail.
Yeah. And then at the end of trivia, we do a lucky spin, the wheel.
So spin that wheel.
So stick around for that. And this week we've changed it out a bit because normally we do the game for the spin the wheel, but this week the spin the wheel winner will get a card, a Simple Joy sticker, a Vegemite, and a kangaroo pencil. So that's just a little thank you for joining us.
And all those people that are inclined to pray for people in Australia to do with the bushfires, please include the wildlife in your prayers,
Immensely.
because the koalas especially, we haven't got great numbers of koalas left in the wild,
No.
and we've lost approximately 350 have died so far in the bushfires, and many more injured and burnt in hospitals, little animal hospitals and veterinarians. Australia Zoo has a hospital where they take in lots of injured animals. So not just the people, but the wildlife are really suffering in Australia.
There's only 100,000 roughly. They say roughly.
Could be as low as 45,000 koalas left in the wild.
Left in the wild.
Yeah. So some areas where the bushfires have gone through, it's just going to wipe out complete colonies of koalas.
Mm-hmm.
So if you can include the animals in your prayers, that would be awesome. Because, a lot of times people can get rescued and they get out in time and they get warnings, but the poor animals just try and climb up a tree and get away, and then they get hit by the fire. So that's where our concerns really go, to the poor wildlife.
Yeah. Okay. So today is going to be board game trivia. Something different, something new.
Yep. So now that we've got the serious matters of thanking everyone and talking about the fires and everything out the way, we'll make it a little bit more fun, and we'll get into this trivia, guys.
Can you wear aluminium foil hats during the lucky number so Annie can't?
We did something a little bit different with the lucky numbers
and
the points today, but you'll see that when the balloons are popped.
You're not even allowed to think about the lucky number. You give the lucky number.
I know, I've done it. I already thought about it.
I know. So Annie's probably picked up on it now. You're not allowed to think about it.
So if you haven't been here before, guys, you get a chance to boost up your points with bonus prize points at halftime. At halftime, we do a lucky number, and the balloons on the back have got numbers in them. So we'll pop those for whoever wins the lucky number.
Yeah.
So stick around. Hey, Mike, how you going, mate?
Hey, Red Feather.
And Red Feather. So stick around for halftime, and we'll talk more about that when we do it. So that's the lucky numbers, and then right at the end of trivia, we've got the lucky wheel also.
Yeah. So it's just about having fun and sharing in some smiles and laughs with us. And
Yeah. And show how much useless trivial information you know. We all got it.
Yeah, we do.
All right, everyone. Thank you very much again for joining us. I hope you have fun with it. And this week's theme is all about board games, card games, parlor games, just all that sort of fun stuff that we do as kids and sometimes with our own kids. And people often play these games as adults too. I still love Scrabble.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so away we go. There'll be 15 questions and then halftime. Good luck, everyone.
Okay. Number 1. What colour is the bullseye on a standard dartboard? So it's not just board games, but all dartboards on a board.
All fun games.
All fun games.
So what colour is the bullseye on a standard dartboard? And the first 3 correct answers on our screen will get 1 point each for all the questions.
Sandy says, yay, I made it back. We had a 5-minute power outage.
Oh, good timing.
I'm just...
Mr. and Mrs. Monopoly, yep.
I'm just...
Yeah, you got Monopoly money.
Yeah, but I pinned community chest.
She's got a community chest on her chest.
And a chance card on my chest.
Hey, is that my chance card?
Take a chance, take a chance, take a chance on me.
There's a chance I'll get the community chest.
No. Okay.
If I play my dice right.
Conklin. Mr. Fulton. And Laura.
All right. So the first 3 people on the board are Conks, Fulton, and Laura. And other people are coming in with the correct answer, just not in the top 3. So well done, guys. Hey, look, my monocle's a bit rounder if I open my eye right up.
Yeah, when you squint, it makes
When I squint, my monocle goes weird.
So try winking. Other eye.
I forgot which eye it was on. I am. I thought it was just mine, but it's a community chest.
I know. Hike with Mike
Uncle Pennybags. That's right. Hike with Mike.
And it was only 1999 that they decided to change it over to Mr. Monopoly.
Yeah. So he was officially known as Rich Uncle Pennybags was his title, but he did actually have a first name too.
Yeah, Milburn.
Milburn.
And it's the same name as Mr. Drysdale from the Clampetts, the Beverly Hillbillies.
The banker in Beverly Hillbillies, Mr. Drysdale, his first name is Milburn too.
Yeah.
There you go. There's even more useless trivia for you.
Number 2. How many dots are there in total on a pair of dice?
So if you added up all the dots on a pair of dice, how many dots would you have? So not how many sides, how many dots. So you'd have to add the 6 dots, the 5 dots, the 4 dots, the 3 dots, the 2 dots, the 1 dot. And remember, it's a pair of dice, not just one dice.
I had to try and make it universal red feather for Monopoly, so.
Conklin and Laura guessed for 1 dice.
So how many are there on a pair of dice?
On a pair of dice.
So a pair, you'd have to double your amount.
I did the same thing when Colette asked me how many on a pair of dice. I said 21, and she went, it's a pair. But she's not saying to you guys.
Conklin, that's your favourite number, 42.
Yeah, you should have got that straight away, Conklin. 42 is the number to everything.
Always 42. It's Sandy. Okay, our Conklin, Sandy. Took me too long to figure it out. And Laura.
I know, right? On last night when Colette asked me, 6 plus 5 plus 4 plus 3 plus... And then I still come up with the wrong answer because I only said 1 dice.
I would have gone to Google.
Conklin's just realised it was 42, the answer to everything.
Yeah. Okay, number 3.
Missed some dots. I missed that side. What did you miss? The 2?
Number 3.
Okay, we try not to give maths questions. It's very rare we give a maths question. That should be the only maths question for the whole trivia.
Well, even if it is, it's the maths question. You can just guess. Because your guess just might be right. Number 3. Which game uses kings, queens, and bishops?
And pawns and knights.
Which game uses kings, queens, and bishops? Playing with the Queen of Hearts.
No, that ain't the answer.
No, that's not the answer. That's to throw you off. Guess 42. Just saying.
Off with the heads.
We have Tara.
Tara's first in with chess, then Laura, Annie Confetti, and Silly Ball's right in there close. So is Red Feather, Gemini Girl, Sandy, Fish Tropic, Stephen, Deep in the Woods. Heaps of people got the correct answer. Mr. Fulton, Hike with Mike.
And you guys play champion chess or anything like that?
I can't even play chess.
No, I can't
never
play
learned. I started to learn a little bit. I know, like, the knight, the horse does an L shape. And a couple of them can move diagonal or forward, and the pawns can only move forward one. I
don't think I can play that because I'm not strategic enough. I can't think. I haven't got that
forward thinking
on where to place things.
Yeah.
Griffin can play it really well. Yep, Silly Ball says I never learn. I don't know how to play chess. All my boys do. No, chess confuses me.
It's good for your mind. For people that can play chess, it's good for their mind to keep their brain active. Because you've got to think ahead and all the different moves, and you've got to plan ahead in your mind. And I think it's really good for you. But I never learned.
Yeah. Tara says one of my kids play for the school and does tournaments.
Nice.
Awesome.
Ben strikes me, Cab 7, as a bit of a chess player. I reckon he could probably play.
Number 4. I can play 52 pickups.
Yeah. How many times did you do that, Jake, as a kid? Throw the cards everywhere.
Okay, number 4. In what game might you draw an advance go card? What game might you draw an advance to go card?
Go inside to collect.
G'day, just me.
And behind my hat is the free parking. Hey, just me. I thought it was just me that came in earlier and it was just Mel. That's why I got confused.
It's a sketch. Okay, so we have Tara with Monopoly, Silly Ball.
Monopoly.
And Fish Tropics. Awesome. Lots of Monopoly.
Did Conklin says whether he plays chess? I wouldn't be surprised if he could play chess.
I don't think he's mentioned.
He's pretty cluey, the old conks.
Mm-hmm. Okay, number 5. Could be 42. Etch a sketch. What color are the discs in Connect 4? Used to play Connect 4.
So you get 2 colours in Connect 4 to play against each other?
You can get different ones depending on the game, but the original did have these 2 colours.
Fish Tropics can play.
I can play chess.
How you been, just me?
Hope you're doing well. Ooh,
close.
Ooh,
Half
close.
right, Tara. As we said, there's probably a lot of knockoff versions and they do different colours, but the original Connect 4 had...
Ooh, say red.
Close. Red is one of them.
Red is one.
A lot of people have got the red. What was with the red?
Red and...
They call me mellow.
Tony's got the opposite of red.
Nice bright colours.
It might be different for across the way.
Oh, I don't see what. Didn't you double check that on Google?
Yeah, I Googled.
Because I said the colours and then I got Colette to Google it just to make sure, and Google said the same thing.
Yeah, red and yellow.
Excellent.
Absolutely.
So we've got Red Feather.
Red Feather.
Tara's Crazy Life.
Tara.
And Laura. And then Conklin with red and mellow yellow. They call me mellow yellow.
G'day, Danny G.
Hey, Danny, I didn't see you creep in. Welcome, welcome. Creep in? Sneak in. Creep in's not the best word. I meant sneak in.
Sneak in. Silly Boss said black and grey. I saw the commercial on the black and white TV. Okay, so we're up to our first visual.
Well, when we were teenagers, we went to my auntie's house and my uncle was in the bedroom watching TV.
Aww.
And Colette walked past and saw him, and then she came out to the room we were in and we said, what movie is he watching? And she went, oh, some old black and white movie. And they're all that. It was on a black and white TV.
I didn't know it was a black and white TV.
But it was at the time when not a lot of people were still using black and white TVs, but he had an old black and white one in his bedroom. But we all laughed about it. Some old black and white movie. It could have been a latest release. It was still black and white on his TV. Hey, Speech Fairies.
G'day, Speech Fairies.
Speech Fairies 2 does some beautiful videos. If anyone wants to check out her videos, does reviews and stuff on kids' games. Lots of really cool stuff.
Okay, Red Feather says the saddest part is I have Connect 4 and got it wrong.
It took a while, actually. It took a lot longer than I thought. You would have had time to go and get the game out.
You would have had time to play a game. Okay, so this part is a visual. So I load in a picture and you get to guess what it is. And it's an unscramble this word. So I have to go up to here. So unscramble this word.
Ooh. Hey, this was my favorite board game as a kid. When I was a little kid, this was my favorite board game by far.
So it's a little bit tricky. So it's a board game and you have to unscramble.
So Colette has taken a board game, the word, and scrambled up all the letters, and you have to unscramble the word and tell us what it is. And as a bit of a hint, we tried to hide a little clue up in the right-hand corner behind our logo.
Okay, so we have Speech Fairies, Silly Boar, and Tara with Mousetrap.
I love that game.
Who loved a mousetrap?
I love building all the things and then winding that wheel around, making the ball roll down, the boot kick the bucket, and then right at the end, the cage would jiggle down that zigzag pole.
Yep.
Meadow Prawls.
G'day, Paul Michael. Welcome in.
Hey, Paul. Welcome in, mate. Pull up a seat, join in. Everyone's welcome to have a go. If you know the answer, type it in as fast as you can. And if you don't know the answer, just have a guess. If you think you're fast enough to Google it, we don't mind how you come up with the answers as long as you're having fun. And the first 3 correct people on our screen get a point each, and we'll give away a prize at the end of it all.
I know you built it to play it, but nobody ever wanted to really play it.
I always wanted to play it.
No, I always made sure I'd put the ball in and knock it down with the boot and then watch it go. And then everybody go, we have to reset it.
Sound like you're playing with cranky people. I loved it if you're on the mouse in the end and going to get trapped and they didn't build it right and pause and the ball rolled out and they didn't get you.
Yep, or it got stuck halfway down the jaggly thing.
Yeah, it's like, no second chances. That's it.
Yep,
I'm
that's
safe.
it.
Start
We're
again.
Safe. Yep. And
thanks, Paul. We try and get dressed up for each different theme. We do a different theme each week, and this week is board games. So I'm Uncle Pennybags.
Yeah, Pennybags.
Pennybags, Mr. Monopoly, and my little Mrs. Monopoly here.
Grant has free parking, but I hear he's sneaking around the parking lot.
What? No. If I do that, I'll go straight to jail. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. Goes directly to jail.
Okay, number 6. How many points is the letter J worth in the game of Scrabble?
Q's are worth 10. Z's are worth 10. Vowels, I think all vowels are worth 1. You're welcome to stay as long or as short as you like, Paul, and come whenever you like, mate. Everyone's welcome. Awesome. Tara's got me a get out of jail free card. She's looking after me.
I see 1 correct answer. 2 correct answers. So we have Stephen.
K's are worth 5, I think.
Silly Boar and Speech Fairies with 8. So the letter J is worth 8. Well done.
Woot. Bonus question.
Yeah.
In the game of Scrabble, dun, 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 the original board of Scrabble, what is there a picture of on the very center tile? The very center piece where you go. you have to cover it in your first word. Can you
Yeah, but
remember?
that might be different for other people.
I don't think it is. And I've got one on the back board.
G'day, Leslie. Welcome in.
I've got one right here to have a look. And I don't think you can make it out, but it's where I'm pointing there.
Oh, now I know.
You know what I mean? On the board,
yes.
There's a square in the middle.
Yep.
And the first 3 people that can say it get 2 points each for the bonus.
2 points.
Yep.
G'day, awesome pepper.
Yeah, look, everyone's saying it. They know.
Okay, so Conklin gets 2. How many were you giving?
3.
And
so 2 points to the first 3 people.
Okay, so Conklin gets 2. Tara gets 2.
Excellent.
And Mr. Fulton gets 2.
See, they knew what I was talking about, baby.
Yeah, I didn't at first.
Yeah, there's a star right in the middle of the board, and you have to cover it with your first word.
Yeah.
Hey, awesome epic adventures. Speaking of good people and good channels, there's awesome epic adventures with us.
Hey, Leslie, yeah, they're still burning out probably about, what, 30? 30?
No, the last I heard they were about 20 k's out now, so they're getting further away.
Yeah, they did an awesome job of redirecting it because they've been using fire retardant. Is that what it's called?
Airplanes are dropping fire retardant in its path, and they've also had rural firefighter trucks. They're like big 4-wheel drive trucks that can get in the bush, and what's another word for bush? Scrub? No, that's another Aussie word. In
brush?
Wild areas.
Forestry?
Overgrown areas. Okay, so they've got the big 4-wheel drive rural trucks that can get in there, and then they've also had like 20-odd fire trucks in town on standby.
Hey, so Sky Dreamer.
We're pretty safe with all the fire brigade and emergency services doing a really good job.
Shrubbery?
Shrubbery? Did you say shrubbery? Bring me a shrubbery.
Undergrowth. Woods.
Yeah, woods.
We need a thesaurus.
They were extinct years ago.
The woods.
If you go down to the woods today, you're in for a big surprise. If you go down to the woods today.
Yeah, not my version. Okay, number 7. Not another shrubbery. Okay, which company owns the trademark and products of Parker Brothers, Milton Bradley?
Which company owns the trademarks and products of Parker Brothers and Milton Bradley? So, massive toy company.
Thanks, Leslie. I'm pretty sure we're still on watch and act, but we're out of the immediate danger.
Yeah, thank you, Leslie. We're asking people to direct their prayers to the wildlife and all the critters that have been affected and injured, and hope that they recover. And then any people in its path of the fires, because there's over 80 fires burning all around Australia, and like 2.5 million acres have been burnt already. I don't know what that is, maybe something like 1,000 square miles. About the size of the state of Connecticut.
That was last week.
Has already burnt last week without all the new fires. So I'm not sure what it's up to now.
Okay, just in our area, there was 13,000 acres.
Yes, there's some good guesses in there. Kellogg's and Mattel.
We got Laura.
It was actually Hasbro.
Sandy and Speech Fairies. So just in our area, there was 13,000 on Sunday, and 8,000 of that
was
overnight. To give you an indication.
Disney was a good guess. It's surprising. It's really surprising Disney hasn't bought out. They just mustn't want to sell. Because Disney owns just about everything these days.
What started it? Not really sure, but there's been a lot of kids lighting fires also, Leslie.
It doesn't take much at all, Leslie, to start the fires now, because everything is so dry. We've been through years and years of drought, and the undergrowth is just so combustible. Everything is just crisp and dry and ready to burn. So even just a bit of glass or sometimes even water in a bottle. Water in a bottle left out, rubbish laying on the side of the road. The sun magnifies through it, and that will start a fire. Sometimes if people flick a smoke out the window of the car, that'll start a fire. Sometimes it's kids or firebugs.
Or it's a spark from a worker.
Yeah, mowers. Sometimes when people are mowing, if they hit a rock, just the spark off of the mower blades hitting the rock will start a complete bushfire. That happened here. That's how the big mountain caught fire only about 6-8 weeks ago.
Yeah.
It was someone mowing with their ride-on mower, and it's just by accident. No one means to do that, and just set off a spark that starts a massive fire. It only takes one little bit of fire to get going, and it can turn into the deadliest force. It's incredible.
Oh, Gemini said it's so wet there, and many farmers lost their entire crops.
Wow.
And Big Sky Dreamer says, just listening to your wonderful voices tonight.
Oh, thank you, Big Sky Dreamer. Let me talk like this. Is this good? My beautiful voice.
Yeah.
Yeah, the smallest of things. Sometimes if cars are driving over long grass,
yes,
the muffler and the gearbox and your diff and anything really hot underneath the car can set off really super dry blades of grass. Little things like that. Anything can start a fire when the conditions are like this.
Yeah.
The conditions are just so bad. It's hard to explain how dry it is here. What used to be green everywhere is just brown and dead.
Mm-hmm. Okay, number 8. The name Jenga is derived from a word meaning build in which language? So Jenga.
Okay, so it's from a specific part of a country. I will take that, or just the actual country.
Mm-hmm. And Venice is flooding.
Yeah, and Sandy, like we said earlier, only 2 hours away on the Gold Coast, they were getting massive storms and hail. It's just unbelievable. The weather patterns are so different now. Oh, someone got it spot on.
Yeah.
So there's one absolute correct answer up there. That one's pretty close. I might take that. Okay, so I think I'll take any African provinces.
So we got Miss Silly Ball with Swahili, and you're going to take Three Fish Tropics with Kenya, and Annie Confetti with Swahili.
Yep, so it was officially Swahili, but I'll accept anywhere close or Africa.
Okay, and I'll take Tara because she...
Yep, Swahili.
Swahili. Okay.
Jenga, we've got Jenga on the back there.
Yeah, we do.
We haven't always had Jenga. We just
brought
got
it
that one.
last time we went to Bribey.
That one's Jenga.
It was silly.
Have any of you guys played that one, Cards Against Humanity?
That's an interesting game.
Cards Against Humanity is a newer game. It only came out in the last 5-10 years.
Yeah. Itchy nose. Swahili. That's cutting it close. Swahili. Is it? We say Swahili. Yeah.
Swahili.
Okay, this game I always wanted as a kid, but we didn't have it.
You know what game I always wanted as a kid? And it was only because friends had it. It was that thing of they had it and it looked so cool, so I wanted it, but I didn't even play cricket. It was a game called Test Match.
Oh, yeah.
And it was like a big oval for cricket, and you had the players, you set them up, and the batsmen, and you had a bowler, and you made them like bowl a little steel ball down the pitch.
Yeah.
And they made it look so good that I wanted it, and I didn't even like cricket.
Hurry back, Tara.
Hurry back.
Yeah, so this game I wanted as a kid. Does this person wear glasses? It's a typical question in which to play a game. You can say that.
So it's a typical question in which to play a game. Does the person wear glasses?
Does he have a mustache?
Oh, does this person have white hair?
Does he have a hat?
Is this person a woman? Does this person have a monocle drawn on his face?
Yes, guess who? We have Red Feather.
Flip, 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 flip.
Speech fairies.
It's sort of like a kid's version of 21 Questions, hey?
Yeah. And Fish Tropics. I always wanted that game as a kid, and I never had it.
Leah and Kent had it.
Yeah.
So when we went up to my nana's house up on Denmark Hill, I would get to play it there.
Guess who? It could be it, but it could be Pictionary. Pictionary, you have to draw. We're awesome. We're champions.
We're champions at Pictionary. People hate versing us at Pictionary because we're on the same wavelength too, and we've been together 30 years. So we only just have to draw the messiest scribble. Sometimes we even just start to draw half a line, and we'll guess what it is.
Yeah, yeah. So we used to do Pictionary championships because like we had big games nights with family, and we'd go to different people's places and we'd pull out the Pictionary, and they used to hate playing with it.
We'd take it with us everywhere because we were so good at it.
But yeah, I love it. So if anybody visits, we're going to pull out Pictionary and challenge you. Number 10. Speech Fairy says, I play it at work. I play it all the time at work.
It was around the same era as Battleships, I think.
Yeah.
Guess who? It was more of a young kids game, and because someone's saying they never heard of it.
Yeah.
Silly Ball never heard of it. And it had all different characters up. Like some characters would have no hair, be bald old men with glasses, and you had to narrow it down till you had one person left because you just had the same people on each side.
Yeah.
So you would look at all your people and say, are they wearing a hat? And if they weren't, then you could knock down everyone. So, yeah, it was just a process of elimination game.
I can't draw real well, Tara, either.
No, we're not good artists. We just know each other well.
Yeah. On the safe wavelengths, can channel in.
Yeah. And because we've been together so long, like anything we scribble, we know what we're talking about because our drawings aren't great, but we know what they are.
Do you know they have a Harry Potter clue game? They make so many derivations of the different varieties of the games. It's like Fortnite has now got a Monopoly game too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, there's lots of different Monopoly games.
We've got the Australian version too.
The one on the back wall is the Australian version.
Oh, did you grab the board out of that? Because I've got no, that's over there. I didn't grab it out. Yeah, I can show the pieces. The pieces are quite interesting.
If you want. I love anytime I find old Monopoly sets, I'll grab them, just because the old ones have got different pieces in them, and I've got my oldest one is one I picked up from a little thrift shop, and it's a 1930s version of Monopoly. It's a little board game, except it didn't come with the board, but it's got all the money, and the money's real paper. It's not like the plastic polymer hybrid money that they bought out much later. It's real paper, the money, and the houses and hotels are real timber, not plastic.
Actually, sorry, you are correct. That is the Aussie one. I was thinking about the Celebration one.
Oh, okay.
So this one is the Aussie one.
So we've got two Monopoly. Well,
we've got a few Monopolies.
3 maybe 4. We might have 4 different Monopolies. Griffin's is a special edition one. Okay,
so this one, and we want to get what is it? It's the one that comes in the wooden chest.
One day, if I ever get rich, I'll buy the proper one that comes. It's like a good centerpiece that you never put away in a box. It stays on the table and it's got drawers in it for your money, and it's all timber and a really nice. It's more than a board. It's actually a centerpiece, like something you can leave out.
Okay, so this is the Aussie. I don't know whether you can see them. You've got the koala.
Top one's a kangaroo.
Kangaroo, Aboriginal. I don't know what that is there, though.
Yeah, show me. Looks like a pea. Oh, that's a pie.
Oh, a pie.
Yeah, a little meat pie.
It's a meat pie.
Sandy Photography will appreciate that. Little meat pie. I think a lot of other country call them pot pies.
Yeah.
But meat pies, you get them everywhere in Australia. All the corner shops, all the bakeries. Some bakeries will have, I don't know, 20 to 40 different varieties of meat pies. crocodile pies, kangaroo pies.
And then you've got a barbecue, a kookaburra, and
cricket ball and bat.
Cricket ball and bat. So that's the Australian one.
Sandy's seen the wooden tabletop one. Yeah, it's pretty expensive though. But one day, I might aim towards getting that for when we've got grandkids and they can play proper Monopoly on the big tabletop one.
And then this one, this is the celebration one. So that's got like all the original.
Turn it a little bit. Yep, that way.
All the original pieces.
I love that bath. Oh, I love clawfoot baths. So that's got a cat, a money bag, a train, a post box. That looks like an old UK post box.
Yeah. And then we brought this one for Griffin.
Tara's got a glass chess and checkers board. I like them. Yeah, I've seen those.
We brought this for Griffin, and we've still got it actually, because the celebration one is his.
Oh, I don't know if I've seen that, Tony. Have you ever heard of the game Sorry?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So this is Griffin's. It's the I won't open it because it's
yeah, we got in that.
It's the Mr. Moneybags. Mr.
Turn it
Pennybags.
to the side a little bit. It's him sitting on a globe, isn't it?
Yeah. I don't know whether you can see that. Yeah.
He's really good at Monopoly.
But I won't open it because it's still sealed.
Griffin's so competitive.
And Griffin's our Game Boy.
He's the one that does Rubik's Cubes.
Mm-hmm.
He's our second oldest, our redhead.
Yeah.
Griffin is our 20-year-old son. He's just about to turn 21, actually.
I know, he turns 21 next month.
And he is so competitive. He loves games.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll have to look at that, Tony. I've never heard of it, but Colette has.
Yeah.
The game Sorry. It is a long game, yeah.
Okay, so sorry about getting caught up with...
We got distracted, but we do love board games.
Yeah, Monopoly. The kids come over and play Monopoly with us.
It's always good to try and beat Griffin at something that he loves.
you very, very rarely you do get to beat him, though.
He is so competitive, and he's good at just about everything he tries.
Yeah. Okay, number 10. We're only at number 10. What are the long triangles on backgammon called? Used to play backgammon.
We used to play backgammon together. Okay, so a backgammon board, generally it comes in a little briefcase, hey?
Yes.
And you open it up, and it's got long triangles that you put your checkers on.
Yeah.
So they have an actual name. The long triangles on a backgammon game. I think I've got backgammon over here.
Yep.
They've got a certain name that starts with the letter P.
Sandy says her girls love the game of life.
So that's backgammon.
They have a particular name, the point. Triangles.
Colette just gave you the answer.
The triangles have a particular name, and I just gave you a...
Spike is a good guess.
Yeah.
It starts with P, and I'm pretty sure Colette just told you.
I did tell you.
Placido Domingo.
A point, yes. Fish fairies.
Mr. Fulton was listening. Yeah, they call points.
Sorry, guys.
That's all right.
So speech fairies.
Someone was Googling it really fast then, and you gave it away on them.
Big Sky Dreamer.
Yeah, so that's backgammon.
Whew, it's hot.
I used to have a really nice backgammon set when we were teenagers. It was a little briefcase that you opened up.
We still got one somewhere. We're missing some games.
Have you seen Kitty sprawled out over there?
No.
He's so hot.
Tara Googled it. Yeah, they're called points. Hey, do you want to grab the other thing, the lollipop?
Well, that's an old game. We'll get a few more questions.
Okay, we'll get a few more.
I'll pull that out at halftime.
Okay, we're at a visual. So I load in the visual, and it says, what game is this? Excuse me. Okay, so what game is this? My parents...
this is more of an Asian game.
My parents played this. They used to have competitions when we lived overseas playing this.
Because Colette's parents were in the Air Force. I was going to say RAF, but you mightn't have known what I meant. RAF stands for Royal Australian Air Force. So because her parents were in the Air Force, when she was a kid, they moved around a bit, and they went overseas and lived there for a little while when Colette was really little.
And yes, indeed, it is Mahjong, and it's with R. Conklin, Nixon, and Tara.
Oh, look, lots of people know it.
Yeah.
I thought that might be a hard one for some people.
No, we've got intelligent people with us. So, yes, Mahjong. The green and white game. I used to play this. It was called
Mahjong?
Ra something, and it was on the computer, Big Sky Dreamer, and
but
I
it's more of a
loved
match-em game.
Yeah.
Yeah, you had to connect the matches all over the screen and lower the piles.
Mm-hmm.
So it wasn't actual Mahjong.
No.
But it was using Mahjong tiles. Yeah, I know the one. I love that too.
I love that too, but I've never been able to
find... That was before the internet, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I remember that on our really old computer.
Yeah, loved it. But you can't get it now.
It's funny, isn't it, when you think about it, that how far technology has come that we can actually say that was before the internet.
Yeah. Oh, well, we didn't have internet, probably overseas had internet, sorry.
Well, I nearly smudged my monocle. I broke the chain on my monocle.
Okay. Rightio. So do you want to grab that? Or you want to do another one more?
Do a few more questions because we'll get closer to halftime.
That's when we loaded computer games from a cassette tape.
Or the old floppy disks.
Yeah, the floppy disks. Yeah. Love me some Candy Crush soda.
I used to get right into Candy Crush, and then I stopped playing it for about 2 years. And then I just started it up 6 months ago. Now I only play it occasionally. Well,
see, what happens is I'll start a game and I'm playing away, and he'll think, oh, I'll play this, and he'll overtake me. It's a competition to overtake me, and then once he's overtook me, he stops playing.
I wonder where Griffin gets it. What's that? You're on level 50. Okay, I'm on level 300.
Number 11.
Number 11.
You can read some of my voices.
Okay, this is another game we used to love playing. How many dice are rolled in the first roll of the dice game Yahtzee?
Love Yahtzee too. My voice is
rocky.
Like I'm gonna.
We've had a lot of smoke in the air too. So, how many dice do you roll in the game of Yahtzee?
Tara says, I play it on a daily basis. I am bad. Shh, don't tell Nixon.
I play Scrabble on what's
Facebook?
No, the offshoot of Facebook. Messenger,
yeah.
With a couple of different people.
Well, it's still associated through that.
Don't know deep.
Okay, sorry.
And I'm not half competitive.
Yes, 5. Silly boy.
Yahtzee. So it comes with 5 dice. You roll 5 to start with. You keep what you want and put them to the side, like you bank them or sit on them, and then you keep rolling the rest. Okay, so 5 dice in Yahtzee.
I play Coin Master.
Coin Master.
I love Coin Master.
I don't like the look of that. 12. Question number 12. How many blank tiles are there in Scrabble?
G'day, Clinton.
So a blank tile in Scrabble is a tile that you can make any letter you want it to be. It's not worth any points, though. So how many blank tiles are in Scrabble?
Clinton says Sandy had to take her daughter for a ride, so I'm going to stand in for her. If that's okay,
that's fine. Cool.
You're more than welcome.
I hope you have fun. Yeah, jump in. Everyone's welcome. As soon as you know an answer, throw it in or even guess it. It doesn't matter how you come up with the answers.
What are we playing? How many?
How many blank tiles are there in the game Scrabble?
Yes, our Conklin is 2.
2.
Silly boy is
when Colette
2.
asked me this, because she gave me a quick look at the questions last night to see what I thought of them, and we changed a couple after that. That's how we usually do it.
Mm-hmm.
And when she asked me the Scrabble one, I said, well, it's either 1 or 2, and I went with 2, but I thought it was only 1. All right, number 13. Which game I've never seen this. Colette has, though. Which game consists of cars with holes in the top, which travel by spinning a small wheel in the center of the board?
Tony's time mentioned this earlier in chat. So you play, you roll your dice, you play, and you land on things, and you put little, I think they're little things that you stick in the top that represent people.
Oh.
So they fit into your car.
Okay.
Yes.
So which game consists of cars with holes in the top, which travel by spinning a small wheel in the center of the board?
I don't know what those pieces are called, but they've got it. So it's Red Feather.
Life. Yep. So hey, I've never seen it
Tara,
before, but Colette said, yeah, she told me about it. It's a game of life.
I never owned it as a kid, but I played it at people's places.
Yeah.
The game of life, yeah.
Cool. All righty then. We're getting close to half time now.
We are.
Okay. I like this one too. In the classic version of Trivial Pursuit, what colour is the science and nature wedge?
Ooh. Any big Trivia Pursuit fans out there? That's another game that's got so many variations and different things.
Yeah.
Like they've got Disney ones.
When I first played this as a teenager, it was a bit hard for me, Trivial Pursuit, but I enjoy it more now that I've learnt more trivial stuff.
I see trees of green, red roses too. Yes, indeed, it was Tara.
So
Tara?
that was actually my favourite topic. I used to get this right more than any other colour on Trivial Pursuit.
And Silly Ball.
Science and nature, because I always hoped I would get plants or animal questions.
Yes, it was green.
Green. Woot, woot, bonus. What topic on Trivial Pursuit? So everyone will get the first 3 correct answers will get 2 points each. If you can tell me what colour was sports and leisure? Sports and leisure. What colour was it? What colour little triangle would you get for sports and leisure? History was yellow. Geography was blue. Science and nature was green.
What was pink?
Entertainment was pink. Arts and literature was brown. And sports and leisure was orange.
Okay, so we have, I missed what your bonus, it was 2?
2 points for the first 3 people to say orange. So we've got Red Feather with orange.
1, 2.
Any confetti with orange.
1,
and then
2.
you have to move your hand.
Sorry. And Silly Ball.
We haven't got the third one. Oh, yes,
Yeah,
we have
did
Silly Ball. And Silly Ball third with
1,
orange.
2. Awesome.
Excellent.
Okay.
See, I've always loved trivia. That's why we decided to do trivia games. That was over 2 years ago now. We started trivia on our live streams.
No worries.
That's all right, Leslie. Welcome back.
Orange, yeah. Glad you didn't say purple. Sooner or later, blue is going to be right. Reddish orange. Okie dokie. So this is the one question. No, we've got 2 questions before halftime because we got the visual. Okay, number 15. Who is the main character in the VHS tape included in the board game Nightmare? Now, this was huge for its time back then. Do you remember playing that?
Back in the 90s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When
So I think it
the
was
old
before DVDs.
yeah, the old video player.
Yep. So you would, with this board game, you would get a video cassette, and you would play the video cassette and the board game together.
Yeah.
And there was like a host.
Yeah.
And what was he called?
What was he called? Good night, Leslie.
Good night, Leslie. Take care. So what was the name of the character? Oh, Freddy Krueger's a good guess, but it wasn't
Ooh.
Freddy.
It might have been American. Because Awesome Epic knows it.
Oh, they're all Awesome Epic.
So it might have
They
been.
might have had a different host.
Oh. Yeah, it was the Gatekeeper. They've never heard of it. That one we didn't Google.
Well, Clinton's got Gatekeeper.
Okay, so Awesome Epic.
Awesome Epic's got Gatekeeper. Sorry if that one was unfamiliar to anyone.
Clinton.
But it was very big here in Australia. I just presumed it was international.
And Mr. Fulton.
Mr. Fulton.
Yeah, it was called Nightmare.
Well, the Gatekeeper was the character in Ghostbusters too. I am the Gatekeeper.
Yeah. So they still own it.
They still own it.
We used to hire it.
Yeah, we used to rent it from the video shop.
The video shop.
It was like a Grim Reaper type guy, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Gatekeeper.
Okay.
But it was very spooky and scary. So the game was called Nightmare, and it came with a whole board game and a videotape that you had to watch with it. Speech Fairy says, I've seen it at thrift shops. We never had a sinister thing such as that, says Stephen the Woods. Take your turn. Yeah, remember when you had to go to... Wow! And they would try and give you jump scares, yeah.
Remember when you had to go to the video shop to hire out your movies? And now they've got like little ATM machines, like a Coke machine with your DVDs in it. We don't have a video player though.
I collected them for a while. I had a box full of video players in the shed. I behaved myself and got rid of a lot of that sort of stuff when we moved to this house. Yeah.
Clinton says, I'm the gatekeeper when my lawn guy comes. Okay, so the next one is a visual.
And is it question 15?
It is question 15.
Okay, so while you show this video, I'll go and get that old vintage game you were talking about.
Okay, so this is an unscramble this picture. So it's what game is this? What game is that?
Too easy. Very easy one to go into halftime. First 3 correct answers on our screen get a point each.
Sorry. Yes, it is Dominoes. And it's with Nixon. Tara.
It was barely even worth scrambling that picture up. It's all the same anyway.
And Speech Berries. Hey, but I did scramble it.
Dominoes would have to be one of the oldest games. It's a really old game, Dominoes.
Dominoes is actually a pizza brand. Pizza.
Yeah, I think they've got that brand. They might have that brand in America.
What's
too.
In the box? What's in the box?
What's in the box with the dots? You were going to say what's in the box today, weren't you? That's play school, isn't it?
I think so.
Okay, this is the cover for that old vintage game we picked up from a thrift shop or a garage sale.
It's called Lolliplop.
Lolliplop.
And it's from the 1970s. It's got 1970 written on top of it.
Okay, so lollipop, lollipop, ooh la la lollipop, lollipop. Lollipop quick, flip the marbles down the stick. Lollipop, the skill game, no loose pieces, for ages 4 to 14. And this is inside the box. 2 giant lollipops. And you got to try and flick it around and get the marbles down the center stick.
You shake them up and down. Flip the marbles into the hollow handle until they all disappear. So we'll have a go. I'll be red.
I'll be green. Green's my favorite color.
Okay, so the aim of the game is...
I got one.
Already? I didn't say go. Don't cheat.
Hey, go. I got 2. 3.
You're cheating.
I'm good at this. I got 4. I only got 1 left. There it is. I'm
you
so
cheater.
good at this.
And yeah, aim of the game is you have to try and get it into that hole in the middle.
So the stick.
I got 1.
The stick you're holding it by is hollow. Okay, and to start again, you just tip it upside down. There's 5 marbles in it. 1. Did you do it? You can't do it. Oh, look at this. I got 1 left. I got 1 left.
Thank you, Nixon. Nixon said my money is on grand.
I got all of them again. Okay.
I got 2.
Start again. I'll give you a head start. Okay, you start.
I'm still going on.
And when you've got 2 left, I'll start.
Okay, ready?
Ready? Go. You getting them? How many you got left? Let me know. Let me know when you got 2.
Pressure's on.
Ready? Come on. I got them.
You're playing. Hey, Ellen, welcome in. Take care, silly ball. He says, I've got to run, got a call from Virgin Customer Service. Pray for me. Take care, silly ball.
See you, silly ball. Thanks very much for joining us.
I'm not playing.
There we go. So that's Lollipop. That's the pink one with all the marbles still in it. And that's mine.
Red Feather says he's ambidextrous.
Isn't it a great old game? I love it.
Okay.
I'll have to give Griffin a game of that.
Yeah.
I can't believe I caught you when you only had 2 left.
I couldn't get those 2 out. I was scared that if I went too hard, the others would fly out. I worked hard for them. Oh, my goodness. Okay, so that leads us to
we're at half time. If anyone hasn't been here before, first of all, thank you for joining us.
Did you say thank you to Nixon? He said $5 super chat.
Oh, no, I didn't see that at all. Thanks. That was a good call, Nixon. It was me all the way, mate. Thank you very much for that. Excellent. Really appreciate it, mate. Thank you.
Okay, do you mind if I share a few links at halftime for some good events occurring in the community? Go ahead, Cox.
That means because I won it, I get to keep that donation. And if you won it, I would have had to give it to you.
Absolutely, Conklin, go ahead. I'll let you do that before we do, what do we call it? Lucky number.
That's right, Alan, it does. It keeps them all contained.
So you put in your links and we'll chat and then we'll do lucky number. You can give me a rundown of what lucky number is, baby.
Oh, thank you, Clinton. Really appreciate that, mate. Welcome to the family. We do this every Wednesday. Oh, Wednesday for us. Tuesday night in the USA. And you're welcome to come anytime you can make it. There's no pressure to turn up, but if you want to come, you're more than welcome. And our videos are pretty chilled too. We mainly do videos on wildlife and animals. We love nature. So any of that sort of stuff is usually what our videos are about. Or if we have special outings or do family things, we'll usually video that too. But I tend to anything that we do because I often come across wild animals that need rescuing or relocating. So I'll try and video any of that sort of stuff.
Okay, awesome. Cab 7's got a community, Cab 7 community to give a holiday dinner to 10 families. So nice. In need. So that's the link for
Cab
that.
7 was in earlier. If anyone hasn't heard of Cab 7 before, he's got a big channel, a really good big community that's full of lovely, positive people. So if anyone wants to check out Cab 7, please go ahead and do that.
And then you've got the ugly singing contest information.
That's my sort of singing contest.
So
that's coastal, isn't it?
I think so. That's over in Coastals, isn't it, Conks? Clinton says you guys look awesome and Sandy raves about you too. It's been my pleasure. And Sandy, he's got 1 point. Sandy said, hey, my honey Kat Clinton, can I have your points? He said, yes, you can have my points if I got any. He's got 1 point.
Bit of point sharing going on. Throw your points in the bowl on the coffee table. At the end of the night, you just take whoever's you want.
Okay, yes. Coastal is hosting the singing contest.
Yeah, cool.
250.
Oh, wow. Big first prize.
Place.
That's cool.
Yeah, awesome.
Excellent. Thanks for that, Conks.
And Red Feather says, we're still wondering about the lolly flavour. One was pink and one was green. So I think one was strawberry and the other one was apple. No, apple
lime.
and...
Got to be lime.
No, strawberry and apple.
Oh, okay.
I reckon.
My money's on lime.
Clinton says, thanks for the laughs. I'm going to go. Have a wonderful night.
Nice to meet you,
very
Clinton.
welcome.
Thank you. All right, we better get lucky number underway, hey?
Yeah.
So if you haven't been, that's where I started off. If you haven't been here before, thank you very much for coming to check us out. Hope you're having fun. And we do lucky number every half time, and that's a chance to boost up your points a bit. So first of all, when we say go, you get to guess a number between 1 and 100. And if you guess that number, we'll show you it inside the balloon. I think it's inside the green balloon today.
Yes, it is.
And then if you get that, then you get to pick between blue, yellow, and purple. And they have they have extra bonus points in them.
Yes, they've got 3,
3, 4, and 5.
5.
Yes.
Yeah.
3, 4, and 5 points. I nearly said something else I didn't want to give away. Something. It's all right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, and it's not 9:42.
Okay, so it could be 1, it could be 100, or anything in between.
So when I say go,
everyone gets to guess at lucky number, only one number at a time. But if that's not the number, just guess again. So you can guess as many times as you want, but only one number at a time.
So I'll say go, and then you put in your numbers. Go.
Ready, go.
Nixon says it's not 42, Conklin. Okay, so it's anywhere between 1 and 100. You can put in your numbers, and I'll have to watch the chat.
Thank you, Nixon.
Thank you so much. Oh, I see it.
It's been a big day for super chats. I think that's the most super chats we've ever gotten in a live stream.
Absolutely. Radio, it is
Conklin.
Conklin.
It's been forever since he's gotten lucky number.
I don't think he's ever gotten a lucky number. I don't think he's. Oh, yes, he has 42 once.
Yes, that's right.
42 once. So it's gone with Conklin.
That was a quick one today.
So
sometimes it takes ages. Okay, and we'll show you why it's number 20.
Stop. That went really quickly.
It was a quick one.
You picked that one.
Yeah, it always goes quicker when I pick it.
Always goes.
But I picked it for a special reason.
Yeah, okay.
Are you going to catch it? Ready? There it is. And that's why it's number 20.
Because it's on Monopoly money. It's number 20. Awesome.
And that is out of the 1930s Monopoly.
And it's
real paper.
It's real paper.
So I rolled that up and put it in the balloon last night, number 20.
Okay, so you've got 3 colours of balloon. You've got blue, pink. What's the other one? Yellow. Blue, pink, or yellow, Conks?
Yeah, sort of pinkish purple or bright yellow or light blue.
So what balloon will you choose?
So my number had to be a multiple of Monopoly money. I could have picked 1, 5, 10, 20, 50, 100.
Yeah. Nobody picks pink. I'm going with pink.
Going with pink.
Pink's all the way over there.
All right. And what's special in today's lucky number card? Ready?
I don't have a pen.
I got one. Gonna catch?
Oh, I did.
Land it straight in because it's heavier.
Okay.
Ready? So it's a playing card.
So we did a playing card. And it's number 4.
4 of hearts.
So Conklin gets 4 points added onto his total.
Big
So
4
1,
bonus points.
2, 3, 4.
And we'll quickly pop the other balloons.
I didn't do tallies. I didn't do the
That's all right,
tallies.
you do that now and I'll pop these balloons. Playing with the Queen of Hearts.
No one ain't really small.
Joker ain't the only fool. I just saw my back pockets hanging out.
I did tell you that. Yeah.
I did tuck it in. It's come out again.
Okay.
Okay, so here's the other yellow balloon.
Oh, yeah.
Look at this. Look at that pin. Oh. I was going to say, look at that, and it won't pop. And it did. Okay, so the next playing card in the yellow was 3 points. 3 of clubs. And now for the blue balloon.
Oh my goodness, that was
right
loud.
that was right near your ear.
That was very loud.
And the big one was in blue today. 5 of diamonds. So 3, 4, and 5 bonus points we use playing cards for today.
Okay, so Clinton is on 1, Awesome Epic on 1, Gemini on 1, Nixon No Nonsense on 3, Big Sky Dreamer on 1, Stephen on 1, Speech Fairies on 7, Red Feather on 5, Fish Tropics on 3, Silly Boar on 8, Annie Confetti on 4, Tara on 12, Sandy on 2, Laura on 5, Mr. Fulton on 5, and R. Conklin on 11.
Woohoo! So who's in the lead?
Tara so far.
Tara's in the lead. Okay, now don't try this at home, kids.
Well, don't do it at all then.
There we go. There's a little balloon.
Okie dokie.
We just take this like that, and we tie it around here like this. We'll put that in there.
You cannot make balloon animals.
I can say.
You can.
I can say. Look, that's an octopus.
Very sad looking octopus.
Isn't that a beautiful, the best looking balloon octopus you've ever seen in your life? He is gorgeous. Or is it a jellyfish? No, it's an octopus. No, it's an octopus.
A pink jellyfish. Okie dokie. So that was our lucky number.
Lucky number. Congratulations, Conks.
Conklin.
So Conklin got a little boost.
So Conklin was on 7.
Now he's on 11.
Now he's on 11. Squidward's sister.
Yeah, that's who it is. Sally Squidward's sister.
Conklin says Nixon says that's the best octopus.
See, I can make animals.
A jellyfish. Okay, so we're going to get back into it.
We are.
Hang on.
Hey, Gussie. Gus.
He's probably got earphones in.
Probably.
Okay, so before we'll go ahead with it again, we'll give those links out again for Cab 7's, if you want to do that, Conks.
Yep.
Cab 7's community to give a holiday dinner to 10 families in need.
Lovely.
And the Ugly Singing contest information is hosted by Coastal. G'day, Sparkles.
Hey, Sparkles Supreme Queen. Is that Michelle?
Yes, Michelle Berry.
Cool.
So if you want to put those links back in the chat for everybody, Conks.
Yeah, that's all right, Tara. Off you go. We won't be starting trivia back up straight away. We've got some links to share.
Mm-hmm.
Knock on the wall for coffee time.
I know. I
missed that from the last place.
Coffee wall. Thanks, Conks.
I do feel like Little Rascals, dude, with a thing on me eye.
Yeah. There was a dog also. I think it might have been in the cartoons. He had the spot around his eye. Yeah, we did. Can we have a fresh cup, please? I've actually got cold coffee here, but
Cold coffee? I've got empty coffee.
here, please.
Oh, I'm all sweaty in this tuxedo.
Thank you. Awesome, Michelle. Michelle just donated to a local food bank in my store today.
Excellent.
Excellent.
There's so many good causes to donate to around the place.
Lots of donation places here for animals.
Wildlife rescues, wildlife hospitals, wildlife carers.
They're calling for people to make little mittens for the koalas for their feet.
And makeshift pouches for the joeys. Orphan joeys, sadly.
Yeah.
Lots of things you can do for people if you've got the time, or you're prepared to give a bit of money or even sew up items for them.
Yeah.
And then there's all the firefighter funds and farmer funds, and there's so many good charities going around here at the moment.
Awesome. Thai Chief latte from Starbucks.
Yeah, the Little Rascals dog.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be a monocle, a Mr. Monopoly.
Thanks, Pitch. Very I knew I'd seen it somewhere. Excellent. Cabs recipients will be anonymously random drawing.
Cool.
Best way to do it.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to head into our second half of trivia. Maybe a silly question, but should people send water? It costs a fortune in water.
Thank you very much, Red Feather. Now, what they're doing is they're sending water from other parts of the country. So other parts of Australia that aren't affected have been sending water supplies to those smaller towns that haven't got water.
Yeah.
And also, see, because some of those towns run off water pumped to them. So their whole town supply is all off of a generator that pumps the water, and the fires have cut the power to some of them, so they haven't got water either. But Australia's taken care of that side of it with the water and everything. We're really thankful that the USA has sent
help for
actual firefighter teams over. And New Zealand also, all places from around the world have sent extra firefighters to Australia to help us out. Because we have got a huge emergency services, but they're just spread so thin. They've been working around the clock for so long now, and they're just spread thin.
Thank you, Nixon's No Nonsense, for your guys for being so thoughtful of others and wildlife. Thank you. Mr. Fulton's link for his at 2:34, his big huge radio show for a special guest on his show tomorrow night. Awesome.
Oh, special guest.
What link was that for the koalas? I'd have to go back on my page, Deep in the Woods.
We did put something up on the Simple Joys Facebook page, but I'm not sure if that's still relevant.
No, I'd have to. There is another one locally, but I'll give that one to you later.
We adopted a koala.
I'll put that out for people.
I'll show you a picture of the koala we adopted.
So that's our adopted koala.
That's a little picture of the koala we adopted through WWF, which is
Wildlife.
World Wrestling Federation.
World
Wildlife Federation. So that's our koala we adopted.
We adopted him at the beginning of this year.
And when we adopted him, the money we put towards him, we also got a little stuffed koala.
Yeah. So we pay monthly into the donation of that every month. And that goes for help for food. Well, a lot of that money now will get put into the resources of them. And
also we've been saving up our recyclable bottles, because empty plastic bottles here, if you take them to the recycling centre, you can get a little amount of money back for them. So if you save them up long enough, you can get a few bucks together, a few dollars together, I should say. And we've been collecting our bottles and things that you can recycle, and when we cash them in, we'll give that to the wildlife carer where our Joey went to that we rescued. So that video we got rescuing the Joey, the wildlife carer that took that Joey also looks after lots of other babies, and she's all self-funded. She's just an elderly woman living on a fixed income, so any donation she gets helps her look after the animals.
So do you guys do that? Do you have recycle centres where you recycle your lids, your the tops that come off of your bread ties? The lids actually get melted down and make prosthetic hands for kids.
Yeah.
The bottles you can cash in, and you can use the money for yourself. You get 10 cents per bottle, but we will use ours to donate to the rescue lady.
Shannon. There you go, Shannon. That's my monocle.
Does your adopted koala have a name? No.
Well, I asked Colette the same thing. I
registered it as, because like when I organised it, I registered it as the Simple Joys. So that's
his name's TSJ.
His name is TSJ.
I asked Colette the same thing when we first applied to donate the money and adopt a koala, whether it came with a name or anything. I thought it might be like a Cabbage Patch doll.
Yeah, no. No. But yeah, when I registered it, I registered it as the Simple Joys.
We could call him Keith, like our mascot. Hi, I'm Keith the koala.
G'day, Raymond. Some states do.
How you doing, Raymond?
Conklin said, do you have a link for her? I would have to get the link for her.
For the wildlife carer?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, she has got a Facebook page. What we might do is share that on our Simple Joys Facebook.
Yeah.
So if you want to keep an eye on the Simple Joys Facebook, Conks, we'll relay the info from her page onto ours so people can check her out. But she calls herself the Bush Babies.
Yes, Bush Babies.
And
hey,
like I said, she's just an elderly woman on a fixed income that looks after all these orphans and carries them around in pouches. When she came here to pick up ours, she had one tucked down in her bosom. She had a special little pouch that made up so it sat against her chest. And she had something like 24 Joeys.
25 at that time. She probably got a lot more now because all the rescue animals are getting dispersed. Is that the word? Dispersed?
Yeah.
Dispersed to all the other different carers.
So yeah, we'll do that. We'll try and put her info on our Simple Joys Facebook page if anyone's interested.
Our city recycling program is curbside pickup bi-weekly. We have a large bin on wheels for plastics, papers and glass. Metal goes into a place we take it. Well, see, many years ago, they used to have two bins, one for green at the house.
The green one was for just normal house waste or kitchen waste.
And then they had one with a yellow lid for recycling. And they scrapped recycling here. And now they've brought it back in. Now
you do it yourself.
Now you have to do it yourself.
And as an incentive, they give a couple of cents for each bottle. Colette must be getting one of the recycling bottles. Thank you, Tara. That's our Facebook page. We have got Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. We've got a few things under the Simple Joys.
I've got a heap of my arms full.
And then if anyone's real keen to play Scrabble online against me or anything, we can do that through my private messenger.
Yep, just send him a message through his the TSJ Facebook, and then he'll collect you from there. So these are your bread ties.
So they're little clips that go on the bread packets.
So you recycle them and people collect them, and I don't know what they do with them. They do something.
When I was a teenager, they used to keep these for guitar picks.
So they all get collected. And then this sits on my kitchen bench that's got lids of milk bottles and soft drink bottles.
Soda bottles, juice bottles, any little plastic lids go in there.
So that what they do is they melt the lids down and make prosthetic hands for kids.
Yeah, so they're doing a program where they use that specific plastic off of lids is good for making prosthetics. So they make limbs for little disabled children out of those.
And then you recycle your bottles. Your recycle bottle is worth 10 cents. Anyway. Okay. Our Conklin says, was watching the AU news today, and there was a company that recycles plastics and makes petro and plastic products now with recycled plastics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of things have been made out of recycled plastics here for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as the household recycling now, it's more of the individual's responsibility rather than the local council.
Yeah. Rightio. Thank you, Tara.
Some of the wheelie bins and certain products are made from recyclables, and also playgrounds that they do for kids. Instead of having sand or bark on the ground, they do like a rubber matting, and that rubber matting is made from old shredded tires.
Yes. Yep. I saw a show on the Animal Planet channel with a wombat rescue.
Wombats are cute.
Yeah.
They can turn into big heavy lumps, the wombats. Well, that's all right if it came from a genius. If it was like Einstein's brain, it'd probably still have a bit of use left in it, Shannon.
Okay, so we're going to get stuck into our second part of our trivia.
I think my brain was recycled from Gandhi, and that's why I'm always hungry. Went on a big hunger strike.
Oh, okay. Yep, we have shredded tire on our playgrounds now. I noticed when I came down the slide.
Nice and soft, isn't it? It's bouncy. And Conklin's always fallen when he hits the bottom. He never lands properly. He's a bit awkward and often does a bit of a half somersault. So that rubber would be really good for him.
Yeah, I know. Nightbot decided to take the day off.
Yeah, I don't know why.
I set him up, but he's gone, no, I'm not working today.
Too hot.
Okay, so we'll get stuck into our second half.
Okay, good job on the first half, everyone. Let's see who comes through strong for the second half.
Okay, do you want to say what the jailbird name was in Monopoly?
Oh, Jake the jailbird.
Jake the jailbird. And what was the officer's name?
The policeman was Officer Mallory.
Yes, absolutely. So Mr. Monopoly was Melbourne, yeah, Pennybags, which was
Melbourne Pennybags.
Rich Uncle Pennybags.
Yep.
And the jailbird was Jake, and the officer was Mallory.
Officer Mallory. Mallory or Malloy? No, Mallory. Yeah.
Oh, yum. Sandy says, still here, just been cleaning up from dinner, wings. Nom, 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 nom.
Nice.
You are all awesome, all the work you do. Thank you.
And again, I am so looking forward to opening that package, Sandy. That is so cool.
The boys have walked past it and gone, can we open that now? Can we open that now? And I said, we have to wait until we film it. So we will do that this afternoon, I think.
Yep.
Okay, dokie. So we'll get stuck into, how many times am I going to say we're going to get stuck into it?
Until we get stuck into it, I suppose.
Stop talking.
Hey.
Stop talking.
Okay, I'll just sit here and have my coffee.
No, don't. Okay, number 16. Which board game does one try to fire upon each other's war vessels? Which board game does one try to fire upon each other's war vessels?
Is it B1? I want to place my bomb on B1. Yeah, I know, right, Tara? Shh.
That's all right, Sandy. They're just excited as us.
Our kids are big, Sandy. Our youngest is 13, so they're not little kids. He knows.
We have Tara with Battleship, Red Feather with Battleship, and Beach Fairies with Battleship. Awesome.
You want to put your right foot where? Nixon once got his battleship sunk and he was playing Twister.
You sunk my battleship. It's more dramatic when you play on online because it's got the when you play on the board game, it's not as dramatic. Yeah.
Our Conklin was actually on the Bismarck. He was on that battleship.
Number 17. What is the name of the poker hand?
I don't know if that was meant to sound exactly like that, Tara, but I think I'll leave that one right alone.
Like we did last summer. Grant was on the Nina. Okay.
At least I wasn't on the Ark.
Number 17. What is the name of the poker hand containing 3 of a kind and a pair?
Oh.
So what is the name of the poker hand containing 3 of a kind and a pair? Yeah, I know.
Moving right along.
I'll try and grab the stream back. Full boat. Conklin's got a full boat.
You got boats on the brain now. I'll sit right back and I'll tell you a tale of a fateful trip.
Conklin got a predictive text. So Conklin's got a full boat.
He got a full boat.
And Tara's got a full
house. It was once all them animals got on it. There wasn't much room left, hey Conks?
And Red Feather. Number 18.
Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, merrily. What do they call it when you come in rounds? You want to do rounds?
Yeah, okay.
Row, row, row
I'll
your
start.
boat. Okay.
Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream.
Row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, merrily, merrily. You got to start the next one again. Merrily, merrily. Okay, that'll do.
That's terrible. Okay. Number 18, harmony. We weren't very harmonic. More like demonic. Number 18. Which word?
Yeah, round robin.
Which word game asks you to make words out of an adjacent lettered dice?
It has something like 9 dice. So there's 9 dice in this word game, all with letters on them. I love this game. We used to play it so much.
The old man next door.
I was just thinking about him.
We used to sit in our kitchen when I was pregnant with Griffin.
It was a high-set house, so 2-story house, and the kitchen was right against the window.
Yeah.
Which was probably the closest room to his house.
Yeah. So
it was still like 10 yards at least, 10 paces or yards or meters.
And because like you play Boggle and it comes with your letters and then you have the cap on the top and you shake them up and then they settle. And the man next door used to complain when we played Boggle.
Yeah, you're making all that noise over there, all hours of the night. I would hate to have seen him if he had young people throwing parties and loud music and that. Because he used to get quite upset that we would rattle dice late at night.
Yeah. Or he got upset that we played
Christmas music. We were all happy walking out the front yard one day to go somewhere and he's sitting out the front all grumpy faced. I said, how you going? He said, it'd be better if I didn't have to listen to your Christmas music all the time. Okay, Merry Christmas.
But he had teenagers and his teenagers used to have to listen to their music with earphones in. Yeah. They weren't allowed to have music.
Said, oh, come on, mate. You got kids, don't you listen to music in the house? I make them wear headphones.
It was such a pleasure.
He had an answer for everything.
It would have been a pleasure to live with.
Yeah, it would have been awesome, wouldn't it?
Absolutely, that was Boggle. So we have Red Feather, Speech Fairies, and DK with Boggle. No, he wanted to.
I get in trouble if I shake people. So I just shake Boggle dice instead.
You used to shake them louder. Make sure your head right up against
next to the window.
Your rocks are in my driveway. Yeah, it was a treat. Number 19. How many marbles does each player have in the game of Chinese checkers?
I don't know, but I reckon I could get them in a stick quicker than you.
Probably. How many marbles does each player have in the game of Chinese checkers? So each player in your little triangle bit, how many little marbles do you have in that area?
Yeah, when Colette asked me this question last night, I said, I don't know, 70? She went, no.
That's a huge amount.
But I was thinking on the whole board. Each player has... One person's got it.
Oh, no, I see one person.
So there's only one correct answer up there so far.
No worries, Stephen.
Yeah, I know it's late for you, Stephen, in the UK.
Our voice must be soothing.
Yeah, my soothing voice, mate.
I need one more. So we have Tara, Speech Fairies, and one more.
See, Conklin knows I've lost my marbles a couple of times. But I managed to find them, Conk, so there's probably one or two still laying under the lounge somewhere. So I haven't got all my marbles.
It's 3 a.m. for Stephen. Okay, so far it is with Speech Fairies and Tara. So that's your clue. And
there we go, and Nixon.
So there is
Tara's
10.
like, say 10, say 10.
Just say 10.
That's right, 10 little marbles
10
in a triangle.
Marbles in your triangle.
And everyone's got a triangle around the board. I don't know, I think there's about 6 or 7 spots people can play.
Well, it's in a shape of a star.
So 6 or 5, depending on what sort of star. If it's a pentagon or a twinkle, twinkle. I don't know. I don't know what the other star's called. Star of David. Yeah, she was, see?
Number 19. How many marbles? Oh,
marbles again.
I just asked that one. Look.
Quick, everyone, 10.
No. I just asked that one. I didn't cross it off.
Okay, bonus question. How many marbles did Colette have left when I gave her a head start?
I think people that were here would be able to see that. And people that have just come in and will go, huh? What are they talking about?
I think people say that anyway, don't they?
No, I had 2.
Oh, Matt's got it.
Matt's got it.
And no, Speech Fairies has got it. It was 2. I said, let me know when you got 2 marbles. I'll give you a head start.
Yeah. Okay, so what were the points? 2 for 3.
2 points each for 3 people.
Matt's got 2. Speech Fairies has got 2. 1, 2.
And Gemini Girl.
And Gemini Girl.
Well done. And Big Sky Dreamer had 2, but not in the top 3. And Sandy. And Deep's like, huh? When we were playing Lollipop, I was talking about. When we were playing Lollipop, I gave Colette a head start with 2 marbles.
You know what's going to happen after the stream? I am going to practice getting my marbles down the hole. Stop that. Okay, number 20.
All right, what are we up to? Question 20. Good luck, everyone.
What game? What game? What game has 24 spots of 4 different colors and a spinner? I know that went wrong. What game has 24 spots of 4 different colors?
24 spots
made
up of 4 different colors and a spinner.
Demon Wood says, can we watch? Yeah, I think I will use his one.
Okay, so this is a very popular game. Yeah, Naked Twister. So that's the clue. Big spots. They're very big spots. Yeah, it was Twister.
Conker's got it with Twister, Speech Fairies.
That's where Matt gets his battleship sunk.
And Shannon.
Well done, guys.
I could never stretch out far enough to play Twister. Okay, we're up to a bonus. Look, I can see your face.
I'm not saying nothing.
You see your face, you're biting your tongue very hard.
Content plays by Swedish rules. IKEA Twister.
Okay.
You need 24 dots, a spinner, and 3 Allen keys to play Swedish Twister.
Okay, so this one is an unscramble this word. So I'll load it in.
Okay, it's a word unscramble.
Oh, yeah, Simon Says.
Ooh, remember Simon?
Fisher's got a little Simon Says.
Oh, yeah. Now I know what you're talking about, the little electronic Simon.
Yeah, and you have to try and follow the pattern sequence.
The neighbours had one when I was a kid. Mum and Dad wouldn't get me one.
Mm-hmm.
I've never got much of it. I think they're pretty broke. So there was never spare money around. But I remember the kids next door had one and I just loved it.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. And yes, it is Operation and it's DK.
Operation.
Nixon. And Speech Fairies.
Because the neck bone's connected to the arm bone. The arm bone's connected to the funny bone.
And that is correct. Operation. We have Operation behind us.
We do. Yeah, the old game. That's the old original vintage one.
I don't even know whether he still works.
And his nose would light up if you hit the edges.
Yeah, and okay, number 21. Monopoly. How much is the luxury tax in the US version of Monopoly?
Okay, so the USA version of Monopoly, what is the luxury tax worth?
What is the luxury tax?
How much do you have to pay if you get hit with the luxury tax? Isn't that on one of the chance cards?
I think so.
Yeah, I think so.
So how much is the luxury tax in the US version of Monopoly?
No, not 200. 200 was the superannuation tax after you pass go.
15%, 150.
Okay, it's not a percentage, it is an amount, and it's under 100. So I'll give you as a big clue, it's between 50 and 100.
Mm-hmm. Yay! See it.
Remember when you win a beauty contest, it's only like $10?
Yes. It is 75. So it's Tara, Conklin, and Nixon. No nonsense.
$75.
And you
pay luxury tax.
You can win $25, $10.
When we played Monopoly, we always made it that when you paid that, you put it in the middle.
Yeah, I don't know whether that.
And if you landed on free parking, you collected all the middle money.
Do you play like that? So any money like in your collectible taxes or what else? There was something else that you put
superannuation. Yeah. If you pay any sort of taxes, it all goes in the middle.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's gone up, although wages are the same. It's not following the GPD index, and it's currently behind 10% in the inflation rate. And the big banks are to blame. The price of living keeps going higher, the luxury tax, but wages have stayed the same in Monopoly.
Speech Fairy says, I used to play like that.
Yeah. I love that way of playing.
Yep.
Officially in the actual rules in the rule book, it's supposed to go in the bank, but we always played you collected when you hit free parking.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, big pot of money in the middle.
Number 22. How many suspects are there in
How many what?
Suspects.
Okay.
How many suspects are there in a game of Clue?
Game of Clue. How many suspects?
How many suspects? In a
Not
game
suspects.
of...
Suspects.
How many suspects are there in a game of Clue? I never played Cluedo, and I've never played...
I think we've got a few winners here.
We do. It is 6.
Was it 6?
Yep.
Okay, so we've got Speech Fairies,
DK,
and Tara. Hey, Annie Confetti's a bit slow tonight.
I think she might be out, busy.
She might have dropped out.
Mm-hmm. Same number of weapons, rooms and weapons.
How's Emily going, Mr. Fulton? Is she helping you out on that side?
3 ducks, 2 snails, and a shrimp on the barbie.
And a partridge in a pear tree. A reminder, that's the prize this week for the winner of trivia, guys. Unless you've won one before, and then we'll swap it out and mix it up or something.
Yeah. If you've won one before, we'll just change it out.
But this is the last one.
The last prawn on the barbie.
We picked a few of those up from Kmart a while back, and that's the last of them.
We do miss Annie, but I think I'm taking her luck tonight.
I know, right?
Tara.
You've done well tonight, Tara.
Okay, number 23.
23 today.
How many cards are there in a deck of standard playing cards without the jokers?
How many cards in a standard playing deck without the jokers?
See last post
from Sandy.
I've got 7 for Sandy.
7. There's more than 7.
See last post.
Might be before 7. The post before that.
Going up.
Excuse me. So this is a fairly easy one. How many playing cards in a normal deck without the jokers? The same number as weeks in the year.
See last post. The last post I only see from Sandy is 7.
rather hot with this hat on. I love this top hat. Sorry. You might just have to grab it and repost it, Sandy.
Okay, because I can't see it. Okay, we're at Annie's sister's house, been getting the kids to bed, says DK.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Awesome.
She was talking about Annie's not being there, maybe.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And 52. So it is Conks, Sandy, and Speech Fairies.
That's like that old country song where the soldier's in the church with the deck of cards and the preacher pulls him up on it.
Yeah.
It's one of those songs where he's just like talking. And he's talking about his deck of cards being his almanac, his Bible, his calendar. And it's saying how like the number of cards is 52 weeks in a year, and the number of suits is the seasons. And then he's talking about the Bible references in it.
She says, maybe I wrote too much. Yeah, because I can't see it. I just see last post.
Are we on live chat?
Yeah, I'm on live chat.
I think it's called The Deck of Cards, that song, but it's about a soldier and a deck of cards. If anyone hasn't heard it, it's a really old country song. It's worth a Google because it's interesting what he uses his deck of cards for everything. Okay,
the guy who invented Operation sold it to Hasbro for $500.
Oh, my goodness.
He was in the news last night. They are trying to... Okay, so I'm waiting for Sandy's other bit. The deck...
Yeah, deck of cards. It is Big Sky Dreamer. Thank you. Been a long time since I heard that. Years and years. I was a lot younger when I heard that song, but I remember it was really cool. And that guy, I forget his name, but he did a couple of songs like that where he's just talking.
Not Mike Wonky.
No. Might be Red something, the guy.
He was in the news last night, and they are trying to...
Maybe get some more money off Hasbro.
Probably.
Yeah, that's another good song. It's got a bit of talking in it too, Mr. Fulton, The Gambler by Kenny Rogers. Well, you got to know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em, know when to walk away. Yeah, Red Sovine, that's him, Conks. Know when to walk away, know when to run. Well, you never count your money while you're sitting at the table. There'll be time enough for counting when the dealing's done.
Big Sky Dreamer says, brings tears to my eyes when I listen to it. The
Red Sovine one. Yeah. I think he does some about he might do the Phantom 309, the truck one too, where it's the spirit of a dead truckie. So there you go, guys. There's something for you to Google if you want. Oh, Teddy Bear. That was it, Teddy Bear. He might have done Phantom 309 as well. But yeah, Teddy Bear was about the kid that couldn't walk and his dad died, and the truckies come and picked him up. That's right. Yeah, a couple of good old songs. Tex Ritter. Yeah, probably a couple of the old timers had a go at it. Awesome.
Number 24. What were the colours of the Rock'em Sock'em robots?
Ooh, the Rock'em Sock'em robots. What were the two colours of the Rock'em Sock'em robots?
What were the two colours?
This should be nice and easy. Plenty of kids would have had this one. Rock'em Sock'em.
Red feather. Red, yellow, blue, black. You're covering all bases, Tara.
So red feather in there first with red and blue. Speech Fairies with red and blue. DK was close with red and white. And then Deep in the Woods with red and blue. And Tara can have half a point.
Because she covered all of her bases.
Red, yellow, blue, black, white, mauve.
got to be any color. Pick a color, any color.
Icing blue. Maroon. Magenta. Ah, yeah, political game. The colours of the two major political parties. Never thought about it like that.
Okay, number 25. What is the proper name of the coloured tiles you receive in Trivial Pursuit?
Okay, so what was the proper name for the little triangular wedges that you would have to put inside the circle?
Yeah, like come like that.
Yeah.
And they go inside your little disc.
Inside your little player piece that you moved around, you would have to put in the pieces.
So what was the name of the coloured tiles?
Pieces of... I'll give you a clue. Shepherds, pot, chicken, cottage.
Okay, so we have pie with speech fairies,
Pizza.
red feather, and Shannon.
It was pieces of pie.
Pieces of pie.
That's a good guess too, though, Shannon. Cake. Because it was the same as cake, cut into
your little cakes.
wedges. Pizza pie. It's a pizza pie. We're playing the Trivial Pursuit. I used to always play it with my brother Luigi.
No, actually, this is a bonus.
Bonus. Woot, woot. Visual.
A visual. So it is, what game is this? So what game is this?
Ah, easy. Now, I'll take one of two words for this because it's known as two things, really. So one or the other, it doesn't matter which one you put. I'll give you a point for either. Some people call it
something, and some people call it other things.
Other thing.
Okay, we have...
I don't know if there's a difference in those two words, but I've heard those both words used.
Tara, Nixon, and red feather.
All right, so I thought some people might put drafts. I've heard it called drafts also. Checkers or drafts. Yeah.
It must be checkers in the States, and I think it would be drafts in the UK.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dennis could probably tell us, but he might be snoozing again.
Yeah.
So if you're awake, Dennis, do they call checkers drafts in the UK?
Got a lot of lag going on here. Yeah.
Yeah, a bit laggy today.
Yeah, I've noticed it today.
I think it's the smoke here. All right, you want me to ask you a couple of questions?
Yeah.
All right.
Drafts.
So,
D-R-A-U.
Rich Uncle Pennybags will ask a few questions.
Drafts like that.
Yeah, like that. Okay, what are we up to, Darwin? Number 26? Yep.
Yep.
Number 26. Good luck, everyone. In this game, you use a dice, but never touch it. What game is it? So you use a dice, but you never touch it.
Mm-hmm. And
now I'm hoping it's the same game in the
hopefully
USA.
It's called the same thing, but it's also been known as headache.
Okay, so the name we're after starts with T.
Mm-hmm. And it's got your dome in the middle.
They know it.
They know it. Good. It must be, because they do have variations of it also, and it is trouble.
Yeah, and you don't actually touch the dice because it's in a little pop dome, and you just pop the dome down, and it makes the dice jump up and hit the roof and bounce around, and that's how you get your number.
Yeah.
So it's pretty tricky. You use a dice, but you never touch it.
Okay, so it's Nixon, Tara, and Mr. Fulton.
Trouble. I'm guessing it's the same all over the world, but the version we had as kids would have little plastic pegs, and you move them around the slots, all the way around the board until you get back home again. You can jump each other and send them back home. And
end up in tears.
Many a game of trouble has ended in tears.
You landed on my head.
It's not fair. I was nearly there.
Called frustration in the UK.
Yeah, that's right. Frustration. I have heard it called that.
Okay, number 27.
Yeah, conks. Number 27. How many points is a U worth in Scrabble? Now, way back in the first half of trivia, I did say how many points vowels were worth. Can I buy a vowel? So what would a U be worth, the letter U, in Scrabble? How many points for the letter U?
The trail of troubled tears.
The tale of troubled tears. Oh, lower, lower, lower. So you would think it'd be more because U's an unusual vowel, but it's still just a vowel.
U's are unusual.
Unusual. There's unusual 3 U's in that word.
Okay, so yes, it is 1, and it's with speech fairies.
So the letter U is worth 1 point.
Sandy. And Big Sky Dreamer.
And if you get the letter Q, you want to hope you've got a U or a blank.
Yes, absolutely.
Although any serious Scrabble player will know that QI is a word. So you don't need your U. If you've got an I open, you can use QI.
Okay, number 28.
I don't think I've seen board game trivia anywhere in my life. Have you?
No, but it was fun. I thought it would be something different.
I hope you guys have enjoyed it. It's been something
A
different.
little bit of reminiscing about our childhood, playing different games also. Number 28. Which racing board game has a location called...
I just remember what Conklin wrote. My grandfather invented the letter W. Or so he said. Oh, sorry. Anyway.
What racing board game has a location called Gumdrop Mountain?
Gumdrop Mountain. I heard someone mention this game earlier.
Sandy said, I can't seem to post apart from the answers.
That's weird.
That's strange. I know you have
But we saw that post.
You only have a 200-word limit in your little...
Yeah, but it should still come up.
Thing. It should come up,
unless there's blocked words in the message in the comment.
But it should still come up, and we should be able to hide it or show it.
Okay, well, I don't know what's going on there.
I don't know, Sandy. Okay, we have Candyland.
I've never seen this game, never played it.
And it's with Tara, Nixon's No Nonsense, and Red Feather.
But I take it in Wreck-It Ralph, his little friend that was in...
Princess Penelope.
Yeah, that was in the racing game. I take it her video game was based on Candyland.
Okay, got to refresh or show top chat.
Okay, yeah, Sandy, that's probably the best bet. Refresh your whole tab. So hit the refresh tab, and then when you come back in, make sure you hit live chat, and then try again.
Big Rock Candy Mountain was...
Whoa, 40 copies of Candyland at work.
Wow. We have a candy store close by named Candyland.
Speech Fairy works in the Parliament. But that's... At the Pentagon she works, and they've got 40 copies of Candyland. No, she doesn't.
We're going as fast as we can.
She works with kids.
I mean, live chat. One in every treatment room. Number 29. What game would you be playing if you slid down a snake?
Well, chicken, well.
So what game would you be playing? Clinton says, I can't write it with the new YouTube guidelines.
Yeah, it might be something that's the content of what she's writing.
Yeah. What game?
So what game would you be playing if you slid down a snake? Oh yeah, that's also I forget there's that version of it.
I'll take that too.
Yeah.
Because
so you could be sliding down a chute or down a snake.
So it's Tara.
I know, right, Conklin.
Nixon. And Red Feather.
A dangerous game, Alan.
Clinton says, I can't write it with the new YouTube guidelines. A song on the commercial for Candyland game, The Big Rock Candy Mountain. It was on our news yesterday that we've done an updated version of Candyland with real candy.
What?
How does that work?
Don't know.
The guy from Operations is sick.
Oh.
Dangerous game, DK.
Yeah, I'd never heard it called Chutes and Ladders. It's always Snakes and Ladders here in Australia.
So he's going to, because like this is, Sandy was trying to write out about the game of Operation all the way back there.
Okay.
But she can't get it. The guy who invented Operation sold it to Hasbro for $500. He was in the news last night. They are trying to get probably extra money for
to help him out because he's sick.
Yes.
Yeah.
So hopefully that's what we're.
Yeah, so they should.
Yeah.
They would have made millions and millions off of that game over the years. They could help him out.
Mm-hmm.
Shoots and slides. It's snakes.
Okay, so the word that is, I think that is getting caught with Sandy is raising.
Raising?
Raising. Is
Sure,
that what?
Sure it's not rock candy.
No, because she just said it then, raising.
Can't say raising. That's weird. I don't know, something they've decided to put a guideline on for some reason. It must be trouble in some communities. Might be communities that are raising monies for certain things. I don't know.
I don't know.
And dollars,
and
yeah.
dollars.
To do with money. Not sure. But we got there in the end anyway.
Yeah, because it's coming through here.
It's going to be like the gum that you use to come in the baseball cards. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Cool. And then I guess they sell refills.
Yeah.
Not a bad gimmick, really, eh?
You can't say anything about dollars or raising funds.
Okay.
Oh. Shoots and Ladders is an American version. Yeah, see, we have Snakes and Ladders here.
Yeah, we don't mind snakes.
More and more our communications are being taken.
Yeah,
the little Pez. You can get so many different Pez things.
Yeah, surprisingly enough, I've never collected those.
No.
I would like to have some original ones from the 80s.
Yeah. Number 30.
Hey, last question.
Yes, this is the last question.
All right.
In Happy Days, that's all right. We got there in the end, Sandy. In Happy Days, what is the name of the card game that Howard and Marion played?
So they used to be in a club. I think one night a week they would go to the club and play cards. Mm-hmm. What sort of club or what card game was it? In Happy Days, the Cunninghams used to go and play cards. What card game was it? These happy days are yours and mine. Excuse me.
What is that?
Goodbye, grey skies. Hello, blue.
It started with B.
Very big around the 50s and 60s, I think. Oh, gin rummy's getting close. Goodbye, grey skies. Hello, blue. Nothing can hold me when I hold you. Feel so right. Can't be wrong. Rock and roll all night long. That was it. Bridge.
Bridge. Need one more for bridge. Yay. There we go.
Going to the Bridge Club, Marion.
Fairies. So we have Big Sky Dreamer, Arconclan, and Speech Fairies with Bridge.
Imagine that. Going out and actually playing cards with other people for fun.
Okay, so I'll do the tallies. You can do... Oh, this is a...
How about one last bonus question?
Okay, one last bonus question.
All right, let's do one big bonus question to give everyone a chance to catch up to Tara.
Is it this one? Yeah.
What?
Oh, you're making your own.
I'm going to make one up. We'll do two. No, do a visual.
Okay, because I got this one spare.
Oh, that's what my question was going to be.
Because I got this one spare. Remember, I did this one spare.
Yeah, that's what I was going to do as a question.
Okay.
So that's pretty tricky. Yeah,
I even did a spare question.
Okay. So my question was going to be what this is. Okay. So we'll put a picture up of it and then I'll do the question. Okay, everyone, for the last big bonus, your chance to get 2 points. The first 3 people will get 2 points if you can tell me what poker hand this is. So my question was going to be, what is the highest possible hand you can get in poker? And this is it.
What was the dog that you had that ended in Royal Flush?
So it's a 2-word answer. I'll take that one as well, Conks. So it is actually a straight and it is actually a flush, but there's a specific word for this hand.
Okay, so it's with Red Feather, Arconclan, and are we going to do...
Yeah, we'll do Royal Straight Flush too, because some people might know it as that.
Yeah.
Actually, we'll give...
And Sandy.
We'll give points for Royal Straight Flush because it may well be called that in some areas, but I've only ever known it as Royal Flush.
Okay, so Red Feather, Arconclan, Sandy.
There we go. So a Royal Flush or a Royal Straight Flush. It's all the same suit in hearts and it's a straight flush. So a flush is just all the same suit. Royal is in hearts, the highest one, up to ace. And straight is obviously 10 through to ace, or even 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 would be a low straight.
Hey, living and learning.
Hey, living and learning.
Okay, so I'll do...
How you been?
I'll do the tallies.
Excellent. So Colette's going to add up our scores. I think that was a really cool theme today. I liked it. Hey, a really big card game here in Australia is Uno. I'll put them up on the back wall there. Have you guys got Uno in the USA?
Yes, they would have Uno.
I'm sure they would
They would absolutely have Uno.
But we've had many nights playing Uno. Uno is really heaps of fun, especially because they've got the draw 2, draw 4, reverse and skip, and really mixes it up.
It can get very nasty very quickly.
Can get a bit cutthroat if someone's all of a sudden has got 20 cards and you keep hitting them. And
then every place has got their own house rules. And you have to play by their house rules.
Yeah, that's what Speech Fairies just said. So many versions.
Yeah. And then they get upset if you don't play by their
rules. Yeah,
because
because they're so used to playing their own way. And then if they come here, we do our house rules. Because if you play a draw 4 or a draw 2, you can pass it on with a skip or a reverse. Like if you've got a reverse, it goes back on them. Or if you've got a skip, it goes forward to the next person. Or if you've got a draw 2, it sends it to the next person with an extra 2. So it can go all the way around the table and end up being like draw 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, it means 1.
Yeah. Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, so we have Deep in the Woods with 1, Shannon on 2, DK on 3, Clinton on 1, who was passing his point onto Sandy. So we'll add that onto Sandy's. Awesome on 1, Gemini on 3, Nixon's No Nonsense on 12, Big Sky Dreamer on 3, Stephen on 1, Speech Fairies on 20, Red Feather on 15, Fish Tropics on 3, Silly Boar on 8, Annie Confetti on 4, Tara on 21.5, Sandy on 6 plus Clinton's 1 is 7, Laura on 4, Mr. Fulton on 6, and R. Conklin on 18. So today's winner with a score of 21.5 is Tara. Tara's knocking it out of the ballpark. Tara. Well done.
So Tara has won herself a little game of prawn on the Barbie.
Yes. Throw another prawn on the Barbie.
Cook some bacon and some beans.
Grant, you just sounded like the beginning of the song Woolly Bully.
Woolly Bully. Woolly Bully.
Yay,
Woolly Bully. Watch me now, watch me now, watch me now. Now that I can dance. Oh, watch me now.
Okay, so now we also do spin the wheel.
Yo, Colette, spin that wheel. Dun, 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 dun. Big thank you to everybody for joining us for trivia today. It's a really good break from us. We've had a bit of a hectic and stressful week, so today's been a good outlet and catch up with some friends and have a smile and a bit of a laugh. So thanks, guys. We've needed today.
Started off a little bit rocky headwise, didn't it? We didn't know where we were going.
Oh, for the theme and that?
No, just when we started off streaming.
Yeah.
You got tongue-tied and twisted and our heads were a little bit jumbled.
I was a little bit taken back by getting
I know
donations too. That's so even just thinking about it now, it starts to tongue-tie me again because I'm just a little bit lost for words. I'm very thankful to people that help us out and support us, and it just really means so much to me that I get a bit tongue-tied and I'm not sure what to say.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so if you want to play with the spin the wheel, put the word wheel in chat and I'll pick up your name. Can we move that over for a second?
Yeah, I moved it closer because you're a bit quiet when you're doing the tally. So I moved it over for you.
Yeah. So if you want to play, I also do prawns come in vegan. If you want to play spin the wheel, put the word wheel in chat and I'll pick up your name and add it to the wheel.
Awesome. I'm glad you liked it, Tara. It's sort of a last minute decision because we've got so many board games and we haven't even really mentioned it in the past, have we, about doing a board games trivia? It was just oh yeah, let's do that. Mm-hmm. And it worked out really good.
Because you're going to do superheroes.
Yeah.
And we decided that we'd do this. Shannon.
Wheel, please.
You're welcome. Do you want to stick around for this wheel, Speech Fairies?
If anyone hasn't seen the wheel before, you're more than welcome to hop on it. We love everybody in chat to be on the wheel. So you just type in wheel in the chat and we'll put your name up on the wheel. And then when it's all done and everyone's on it, we'll spin it right now. And whoever comes up, it's just a random generator. Whoever comes up on the wheel, their name is on the arrow, and that person wins a little prize, and we'll send a prize anywhere in the world. Yeah. And like all of our prizes, we've sent prizes away every week for over 2 years now. So there's no problem there. All your details stay private, and we'll send it anywhere you want. It can be your home, your workplace, the local post office, the local police station, your friends, your parents. We don't mind. Wherever you want us to send it, that's where we'll send it.
Okay, so
Wheel of Fortune.
Good night, Speech Fairies, and Alan's leaving us now too. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you guys for joining us. Love seeing yous, and we'll see you next time you get time to join us.
Okay, so I'll go through these names that I have here. If I've missed your name and you want to participate, just put the word wheel in chat.
It's just so we don't miss anyone. So if you've been, even if you haven't put in answers and you haven't joined in the trivia, that's okay. Just put in wheel now and we'll put you up on the wheel and you can still win a prize.
Okay, so we have Mr. Fulton, Deep in the Woods, Tara, Nixon's No Nonsense, Red Feather, Annie Confetti, Sandy Taylor's Photography, Shannon Smitty, Big Sky Dreamer, Gemini Z Girl. I got Red Feather twice.
We have absolutely no qualms in putting anyone up on the wheel. So just make sure you let us know.
Has Speech Fairies won? Yes, she has, but you're going to get the prawn on the Barbie. Throw another prawn on the Barbie. We could do another game trivia. There's so much to choose from. Yes, there is. So is there anybody that I have missed? And Mr. Fulton is asking, are we going to do The Little Mermaid next week? I think next week we'll just...
It's a little bit up in the air what's happening. We can't plan too far ahead, Mr. Fulton, because we just don't know what's happening. And we're also coming into Christmas. We're going to be getting visitors. I've got to go drive up to the coast and pick up Colette's parents because they don't drive anymore because his eyesight's gotten a bit worse. So I'll pick them up and bring them down for a week over Christmas, and Colette's sister is going to come and stay with us.
So as it stands, we were thinking about just coming on for a chat next Tuesday, but we'll let you know either way.
And everything sort of got pushed back a little bit. We had planned on doing Rocky Horror Picture Show in the next couple of weeks. I really want to do that. But I want to have time to prepare for that because I've got to find some fishnet stockings that fit me.
Oh, dear.
And a black wig and some makeup. And I don't know whether I'll get a little one piece to fit over this belly.
Oh, my goodness. I'm glad that you only get to see from this way. Okay.
So I do want to do Rocky Horror Picture Show, but I might have to put that off too. And Mr. Fulton has suggested Little Mermaid, so that's on the list as well. And it's going to be Christmas, so we've got to organise a Christmas trivia. And then I also wanted to have a break, at least 1 week off over Christmas.
Yeah.
So I'm just not sure exactly what themes are coming up. We'll just have to wait and see.
Okay, so the names again are Mr. Fulton, Deep in the Woods, Tara, Nixon's No Nonsense, Red Feather, Annie Confetti, Sandy Taylor, Shannon, Big Sky Dreamer, and Gemini Z Girl. So if it's anybody that I've missed, quickly put the word wheel in and we will spin it. It's astounding. Time is fleeting.
Yeah, awesome epic adventures too. I know some people in their chat for their trivia have also asked about Rocky Horror Picture Show. So we might be able to link up somehow, even if we do Rocky Horror Picture Show separately, but on the same week. And that way we'll have our version and they can have their version. We might do something like that, or down the track, the way things have been so hectic lately, I'm thinking maybe next year for a proper collaboration. But I was thinking of doing some sort of collaboration with Awesome Epic Adventures so we can combine our trivias 1 week just for fun.
And we've also, because we've been thinking ahead, because we only got 1 month left before we're into December.
Yeah.
So there's 2 months until it's January. And next year we're going to do some new exciting stuff for the channel too. We've got something planned. And it involves panels. It's going to be awesome. And
Conklin, your Vegemite, tube of Vegemite to try painting with.
Should be there soon.
Even if you just start with a really small canvas or a small board and just try doing...
Do a flower.
I'm not sure how far a tube will go. So if you want to try that, if you want to talk to Manic Magic, Conklin, he's another artist that we both know. I think he might have done Vegemite art before, or he knows a bit about it, so he might be able to give you some tips.
Okay, so I'll spin this wheel.
Okay, so everyone's on the wheel, you sure?
Yep, I think so.
If you think you're not on the wheel, just quickly type in wheel and we'll double check it before we spin, because it's too late once we spin.
Okay, so I'll share screen. We want Chrome. We want wheel. Share. Okay, so that should be up there now. So we have Mr. Fulton, Deep in the Woods, Tara, Nixon, Red Feather, Annie, Sandy, Shannon, Big Sky Dreamer, and Gemini Z Girl. So they're the names that I have on the wheel. Anybody that I've missed? Awesome Epic, do you need to be on the wheel? Do you want to be on the wheel? We would need to share questions so we don't have the same, but something like that would be awesome. Yeah. I don't know how far away from each other you guys are. Epic away from each other, but a collab adventure would be cool. Yeah, we want to meet up also. Okay, so I think that's everybody. Yo, DJ, spin that wheel. Oh, thank you, Tara.
Thank you, Tara.
Thank you so much.
That was a paintbrush. What's it
say? Says something one. Number one.
Numero uno. She wants to play Uno.
Okay, so I'm going to spin this wheel. Let's get it done.
All right, good luck, everyone. Is it up on your screen? Hopefully everyone can see the wheel. Got a few names on there today. That's awesome.
Yep. Ready?
Ready. Good luck.
Steady.
Go. And this week is to win a card, a sticker, a Vegemite, and a pencil.
And it is
Red Feather. I thought it was going to be Matt for a minute. So it nearly stopped on Nixon's nonsense, but it clicked over into Red Feather.
Red Feather. Yay.
Conklin, this is a nice spin on trivia.
Yes, we will absolutely live stream it.
Yeah, for sure, Big Sky.
Mm-hmm. So today
we're hoping next time Bree and Andy come up to Queensland that we can meet somewhere.
Awesome. Congrats, Red Feather. I'll just bring up my chat. Well done. Yeah, so Bree and Andy they're going to start touring next month, isn't it? In the next few weeks anyway. Thank you so much, Sandy. She says.
Oh, I know we will, Sandy. I'm so excited to open it. I can't wait. I've been controlling myself really well. I sort of put it out of sight because I kept looking at it thinking, oh, I want to open that. I want to open it. So it's just I want it to be just special and video it so we can let you watch us open it.
Mm-hmm. Okay, if you do a meetup live stream it, congrats, Red Feather. How about Trish on Dickens? Dickens Christmas Carol, Eat the Vegemite in One Gulp. Red Feather says she'll pass it on to Nixon if he hasn't won. So we can pass it on to Nixon's. Night, Mr. Fulton.
So I've had a mind blank then. Red Feather has offered her prize she won on the wheel to Nixon.
Yeah.
And it's completely up to Nixon now. If he wants that, that's no problem at all. We'll send it to Nixon. If Nixon, for whatever reason, doesn't want it, Red Feather can pick somebody else.
Okay. Conklin's getting a whole tube to paint with. Or he can eat it if he wants.
Yeah, we're sending Conklin a tube, Deep, because I want to see what he does with it on a canvas. I've seen some beautiful Vegemite artwork over the years of landscapes, and it sort of comes out a real rustic brown on the canvas because it spreads out thin, obviously, and it's nowhere near as dark. It's sort of got almost a sepia color to it. So you can do some pretty things with Vegemite on canvas, and I just want Conklin to have a chance to play with it and see what he thinks.
Okay, Matt says if it's the same as Tara's, pass it on. Yeah, it's the same as Tara's that she's got coming already. So pick someone else, please, Red Feather.
And Mr. Fulton won last week on the wheel.
Yeah, he won his little shrimp on the Barbie. We
got won trivia last week.
I
know, it seems like so long ago.
Mammoth time ago. Normally, I don't even think it's in this book.
Oh, DK Collector.
Yes, DK Collector. Yes. Who hasn't won? I forgot what I was going to say now.
Yeah, I just have to get rugged up in a a coat and a scarf, and I could wear this hat and my beard.
Gran could be Scrooge and the hat and the beard for, yeah.
Bah, humbug.
Okay, so anybody that is leaving us, thank you for being with us. Okay, red feather. Tony's time? Or
it has been a long time since Tony's time.
I'm having
has
a
won
look
anything.
at who's in chat. We've got DK, Gemini, Nixon's, Red Feather, Shannon, or Tara. So we've got beautiful DK.
Are you still in chat, Tony's time? Let us know if you're still in chat, Tony.
You got Big Sky Dreamer, got Shannon.
Hey, Shannon. Shannon says, got to go for the thank you for the fun trivia.
You're welcome,
Love you.
Shannon.
Love you too, mate. Take care.
She said, oh, I'll take it if no one else will. Trying to be charitable. Yeah, pass it on to someone. Wrap it up as a present for somebody.
Yeah.
Give it to your neighbour. But yeah, thank you.
If you want, Tara, you can hang off. And
it's red feather.
Sorry, getting things mixed up. If you want red feather, we can hang off and order a different sticker or something.
Yeah, we can send you something different in your package. So that's what we'll do. Don't worry. Yeah. We'll send you something special in your little package, red feather.
Because I know red feather has won that little package before. So it might just be an extra week till we can get to the shop and get something different.
Yeah, so we
will order it online. So we'll do that.
Yeah, we'll do something special for your package, red feather.
Yeah, so we'll change it from what you might have received before into a new sticker or something.
Well, I'm actually thinking with Christmas just around the corner, what I might do is do Christmas stuff in the next few weeks, and then that way they'll have it for Christmas.
Okay.
So we'll change it up that way, red feather. We gotcha. We'll sort it out.
Okay. And thank you for being generous and wanting to pass it on anyway, but we'll sort you out with something else.
Yeah, absolutely. So that was our
board game trivia.
All right, do you want
let's
to get the lollipops again?
The lollipops. You've been thinking about it, have you?
I have.
How much of a head start do I need to give you?
Which colour did you have last time?
You think the green one's easier, do you? Hey? You think I was cheating by using an easy one?
You were. I think I've got more.
Oh, this one's much closer to the top. It's really hard. Ready, steady, go. I'm done.
So am I.
Oh, you were quicker.
I was just.
You've been thinking about strategy,
have you? I have.
you?
I've been thinking about it. Thank you all for joining us. Get your lollipop. Thank you all for joining us. It's been a blast.
That was really good. Heaps of fun. I love spending time with you. Thank you so much for making it so good for us.
And like when we picked this theme, we didn't think how it would go.
Yeah, that'll do. I didn't know it would be so popular. Excellent. I had heaps of fun reminiscing too about the old games.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it was fun.
And I quite enjoyed being a little rascal puppy dog.
Can I go see?
Yes, please.
You all enjoy the rest of your week.
Thank you very much, guys.
You be safe and open the package, she says.
Yeah, we might go and do that now, and we'll film it.
We'll film it for you, Sandy.
I'm really looking forward to that. Thank you much. Thank you very much, Sandy. And thank you everyone who has ever sent us things. We love getting things from America. It's a really big treat for us.
And thank you to Cab7 for his beautiful donations, and Tara.
Very generous, and Matt Nixon's nonsense.
And Tara and Nixon's.
Yeah, thank you very much. And especially thank you to new people that come to check us out. We hope you enjoyed it and come back anytime.
Yes.
And a very, very big thank you to all our regulars.
Everybody everybody go outside and do a little rain dance for her.
Yeah, give us a prayer for rain.
Yes,
we really need some rain.
Absolutely. Lollipop, best out of 3.
Lollipop.
2 out of 3, Rima.
Hey, Smitty.
Hey, Smitty. Hey, Rima. We're gonna
just caught us on the end, Smitty. Thank you very much for calling in.
Gonna film opening Sandy's package that she sent us.
Thank you, Tara. Yeah, thank you to all our mods too.
Yes, thank you for doing a wonderful
Deep,
job.
Tara,
Annie Confetti.
Annie, everyone. Thank you very much.
So you all enjoy the rest of your week. We'll keep you updated what's going on in our area.
It's snowing. Oh, send it here, please.
It finally rained here in Arizona.
Oh, I'm glad someone's getting it.
Yeah, see, the green one did work better. It did. You rigged it last time. So, yeah, we will keep you updated. I'm
going to watch this video over again and see how much I beat you by.
We'll keep you updated over on Facebook and Twitter.
Yeah, we're always posting somewhere, either on Twitter, Simple Joys Facebook, or in the community tab. The community tab in YouTube is easy to find on our page. Just go to the YouTube page, hit where it says community tab, and go in there and you can leave us a message.
It says home, videos, playlist, community tab.
Yeah, so we really love hearing from you. Thanks for all the messages and the well wishes over the week.
Yeah. So you enjoy the rest of your week. Stay safe, and we'll hear from you very soon.
Very soon. And if we don't see you beforehand, we'll see you next week for trivia. Love yous. Bye.
Bye, guys.
Uno momento.
Bye-bye.